Welcome back to session 11 of Council of Wyrms. Last we left off, the party returned from Europe, and they got some magical items and received official status and sanction from Hephaestus.
Speaking of magical items, does that shield still need to be here?
I haven't taken it off the map, so
Okay.
technically no, because technically Laurent carries it now.
Yeah. That's why I was asking. I was like,
Time control.
huh.
Yeah, I hadn't removed that from the tile, from the map yet. Before you head off to Silent Nebula, as you're writing down some notable large port cities as you're looking at the map of dragons, given your new task. Hephaestus has tasked you with gathering the metallic counselors. He is off trying to locate where Hermes the Copper Dragon Great Worm is, but advised you that to find the rest of the metallics, including but not limited to his brother, Vulcan, one of the seven.
Did we establish a way of communication, or is it literally just going to be we come to him if we need to ask him stuff?
You come back here to him whenever you need to consult the map, which I recommend you doing because it'll make your navigation checks easier when you come back to here to check the map, because the map will not leave his lair, and you will have to fight an ancient dragon if you try to remove the map from his lair.
You're saying that like I didn't already do a successful check to copy said map.
Yeah. The original. If you try to leave with the original, then
Yeah. Because
he's gonna
if you
throw hands.
remember, like the first thing I did when we came here was literally sneak a copy of the map while he wasn't looking. That was the first thing I did.
Ask him questions. Get any information that he might have access to that
Come
isn't
back here for more of
accessible.
those melons. The melons is bitching.
Yeah, get the melons. Just go to, not necessarily here specifically, but to the large ports in the island chain as a resupply.
Yeah.
Melons.
This is basically sort of like your home base. Go in and out of. You jot down several ports for some of the closer worms, which is that list of ports I gave you last week. He also said you can search out some of the gemstone ones as you wish.
Yeah. I gotta say, you call this our new home base, and all I can think is, well, it's kind of got its upsides and its downsides as opposed to our last one. Our last one had a roof over our heads. But but I mean this one's technically got better security.
Yep.
But being both damn hard to find and also who wants to piss off an ancient gold dragon?
Mm-hmm. As
Let
you're
alone one who's got direct ties to the big man.
As you're jotting these things down, as you're going out, you notice, you and Morthan notice a small, I would almost say like notebook, a ledger kind of a thing, has been mistakenly left out.
There's a ledger. What information is there?
It is
Dude, that absolutely
item.
not suspicious look of like back, forth. There's no Hephaestus to stop me.
Free knowledge.
It is one of the many volumes from Hephaestus's archives.
Look at Morthan. I won't tell if you won't.
You
Maybe.
you pocket the book for browsing when you have some spare time, and you get in the little raft boat and row back out to Silent Nebula, where Higgins is waiting for you. As you all return and climb aboard his ship, he regards you. Well, it looks like you've picked up some new equipment. That is a nasty-looking rapier.
Oh yeah,
Spiral
that's what I
blade?
got. I was about to ask. I was like, what the hell did I get?
Spiral blade. Ugh, he gives a shudder.
I got a
That
nasty sword that I
will
don't
definitely
that I just realized I
make
don't
people.
actually have in my inventory. Where is that?
That will certainly make foes question their life choices as they bleed out. That is
My
quite the
favorite kind of
shield.
weapon. One that hurt one that does a lot of damage while also simultaneously making people think twice starting anything.
And Laurent, that is an absolutely massive shield.
Oh,
What
why,
are
thank
funny
you.
divots? What are the funny divots in its face for? Feeling we will.
Gems.
I have a feeling we will find out over the coming in the future.
I need
Some nice harnesses you war harnesses you've got there. As he gestures to the two dragons.
Solstice is just he he made me an official
Remarkable.
emissary. He just like proudly shows off the mark that
Mm-hmm.
that that
Mhm.
Hephaestus gave him.
And he turns to Mortha. What did you get? I'm curious.
Yes. That is a good question. I got this funny object. He pulls it out.
That is a very large gemstone.
He
I think I've seen one of those before. He gets a contemplative look on his face. May I see it for a moment?
I trust this guy enough. Yeah, well, then we'll give it to him.
He pulls out his monocle, holds it up, investigates it. And then his face goes a complete shock and his monocle like drops from his face and bounces a little bit off from the little string attaching it to his shirt. And he hands the gemstone back to you. Are you aware just what that is? I'm no wizard, but I do believe that is a shard of sardior. A very, very rare and valuable draconic artifact.
all right. I
Oh.
never added a rapier to my thing.
It's a special rapier, though. It does a D10.
D10. I thought it said it was a +1.
Yes, but the damage die is also not a D8 rapier. It's a D10 rapier. It's a
Okay.
+1 D10 rapier.
Okay. I'm gonna need to.
So instead of dealing D8 +1 plus Dex, it does D10 +1 plus Dex.
Okay, I'm just gonna write this down and
Yeah.
post it somewhere
I
instead.
think I
for the
sent
time being.
it to you? Question mark?
I have it open. I just
Yeah, shared notes. Yeah, shared notes.
Yeah.
So it does a D10 instead of a D8, piercing, finesse, +1 rapier, and then you have the other two abilities. Well, shall I be taking you back to port, or is there somewhere else you would like me to take you?
I think we have another destination in mind.
we do, in fact. It's where is it? Yeah, there it is. We're going to legally distinct Singapore.
We're gonna get to meet one of the seven.
Could you check his heart rate before it,
I'm no
makes
medical
a popping
doctor, but I'll
noise?
check.
Alcar, do you mention your new diplomatic status with your fancy
Oh,
passport?
I forgot about that as well. Thank you. A lot has happened to me in the past couple of weeks. There's stuff that I just haven't been able to really write down, all right?
Understandable.
By the way, I got this, so we's won't be having any troubles with local authorities, port authorities.
Very good. That is very important. I'm not going to insult your intelligence. I assume a man of yourself, your experience, understands what a black passport is good for. keep
I know I
close
had it
fingers
explained
on
to
them.
me, but again, that was like 3 weeks
It's a
ago.
diplomatic passport.
Yeah.
True,
You have the
that's the
same
one thing I
level of.
did remember what it did.
You have
You have
the
diplomatic
you have
immunity.
you have the same level of international clearance as diplomats and ambassadors.
Yeah.
That's what the black
That I am.
passport means.
That
At least
I
for
am aware.
U.S. passport colors.
Yeah.
Other countries have different color schemes, but for
Yeah.
U.S. passports, black is the diplomat's passport.
Yeah.
You're like
That
the
I
Joker.
am aware of. We just need to. That I am aware of. It's it's not what this pass does that I'm concerned about. However, it's the reason why I have it, who I got to talk to, that sort of thing.
Hmm. Keep a close eye on that. Well, it seems our journey continues. Will this be a long-standing contract?
If you want it to be at this point, I don't see why not.
Excellent. He then gets this little grin. He looks down at the Commodore. We just went back private charter. Means we won't have to deal with any nuisance pedestrians at ports. We'll fill out the paperwork on our way.
I
Now,
don't know. I'm just saying. I think that Clarice character is going places. Key point. I want to point out. Key point. He doesn't actually specify where she's possibly going.
She made that abundantly clear. He pulls out a map now. Singapore.
Yeah,
Well,
let's see.
if the weather holds and we can fly up at higher altitude, we should be able to make it in about 8 days. If the weather forces us down low, almost double that, 14. We'll work out getting you all some official stations on the vessels to make things run smoothly for our extended journeys together. But for now, get ready. We're about to set sail for Southeast Asia.
Ooh.
And he ascends to the helm as he begins
All right,
working the controls as you depart from the hidden isle of Hephaestus's lair and the Council of Wyrms. Okay. What does everyone wish to do during the course of your voyage? Oh, he would ask if you all would like to make a stop at the large port nearby for supplies, if there's anything you need before you set off on your week and a half journey to Asia.
All right, guys, what do you want at Bucky's?
Well, I hear that brisket is to die for.
Give me some roasted peanuts.
I'm partial to the beaver nuggets myself.
I don't know. We could probably get a. I don't know. One of these kids probably could use a hat. He gestures at the dragons.
Solstice, do you want a hat?
Not really.
Do any of you
Hey,
wish
can I
to
get a
acquire...
t-shirt?
Or a t-shirt?
You know what? Sure, Laurent. It's your money.
Hey, what?
Do any
Just
of you
like
wish
this
to
whole
require
time
the
we're
breath
just buying
mask
stuff with
so that you
a
can
wallet that Laurent
be
did
on
not
deck at high
realize was
altitude?
his.
Yeah.
Huh?
Like, I had a wallet?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, like at a game, don't you have like around don't you have at least 200 gold? You've been getting paid.
Yeah, he's just been putting it all in his bank account.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Like a responsible citizen.
You know what?
Not like Alcar, who's trying to stay liquid.
Equinox is actually going to stop. Cause I'm gonna buy like a journal.
Mhm.
And some ink pens
Okay.
and stuff.
You make a pit stop at the
Pit stop.
large harbor 2 hours later. This is a harbor that does have a Aether Arcana nautical supplies distributors. You can pick up the specialized mask if you want to be on exterior high altitude exposure out on the deck, where you can put a Type 1 canister in, or the funny ones for the 2 dragons, if you wish to acquire that. Otherwise, you're gonna have to be inside the whole time.
I don't know if they make specialized ones for books, so I think I'm just kind of screwed.
Okay.
You could probably order one, have it custom made, be more expensive though.
Yes. But something tells me we don't have enough time at this point for it to be made like that.
It would be you place the order and you'd have to come back at some future time to get it.
Yes, the overlords down in the Amazon River need to make it.
Okay. I have now finally managed to write down my very simplified notes of understanding Alkar's rapier, so that I remember I have the damn thing. I've posted it directly on my keyboard.
That's an obvious spot.
Well,
Right,
the only way.
so what's this?
Yeah.
Oh, so what's this form I gotta fill out?
So you do go in for the custom fitting.
Yes.
Okay, so they take a bunch of different measurements and so forth, and they get rather perplexed. And the tailor scratches his head like, well, no, I don't think I've ever fitted one for a creature like you before. He like rubs the side of his head with the eraser of his pencil. He jots down a few
Yeah.
more notes and takes some measurements. It'll have to be custom made. Well, more so than all the others are. It should probably run about 25 gold, and it'll take Sophie a couple weeks to get it made.
Ooh, 25 gold. I can afford that. We'll do that.
Excellent, and a name for the order. Hello?
Ew, yes, I'm trying to think of. Does Morthan come up with a unique name so even less individuals know who he really is? Jeremiah.
He writes down Jeremiah. Excellent. Did anyone go with you?
I'm not sure.
Alcar, Laurent, 2 dragons.
I'll go with more than.
Yeah.
And you, sir, would you like to be fitted for a mask?
I would love that.
He fits. He takes his measure and he gets you all fit and so forth. Yours is a standard size. Because you're
Wait,
quote
does Laurent even
human.
need to breathe?
No.
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 We established
Okay.
this last time when he
Yeah.
spent the entire journey standing on the deck and staring off into the distance, just having the time of his life.
Mm-hmm. A regular mask is 15 gold.
Okay.
If you wish to get one, you technically don't need one because you're a construct. But
Yeah, but he thinks
I
it's
don't know
cool,
that.
so he's going to get one.
Laurent wants to feel included.
Yes.
Does Alcar get one for high altitude being on the deck or no?
No, because Alcars knows he's more than likely just going to be doing his usual work, which doesn't require being on the deck.
Fair enough.
Besides, he actually prefers being able to take the opportunity to not be in that effing sunlight. he doesn't know how the hell any of these people can deal with that bright bulb in the sky all damn day.
Uh, for either the dragons, if they wish to get one, it's a custom fit, so that would be 25 as well.
Okay.
And then the journal and pen supplies and all that
Yeah,
would be a set of
I
calligrapher's tools.
I just bought a book and an ink pen and an ink
That
off of
works.
the
Those
off-
prices are listed
store.
on the wiki, so yeah, that makes simple.
Yeah, I'm just looking
How
through
much are
the
the
thing.
beaver nuggets? I want my cornstarch.
Listen, okay. Okay, so now that we've left the Buc-ee's with our soda, our beef jerky, and our briskets,
You return to the vessel, and you set sail for Asia.
that being said, I do want to point out that Buc-ee's has probably the most hilarious soda sizes because
I know.
they have large or American. It's either will probably give you a sugar high to will probably put you to in a hospital.
Put them in a body bag.
All right. As usual, you are free to pick your cabins anywhere on the vessel. It's
All right.
I think I established.
This is
that
the one with the
Alcar's,
comfiest bed, right?
I think we established that this is Alcar's room pretty much. Like he's pretty much been customizing it at this point. With the thing over the thing and the lights dimmed as well as he could. Like he's try to make this
You
feel
got
more
like those RGB lights, just
Yeah.
those Christmas lights all over the room.
Ah, the LGBT lights, yep.
Listen, I don't care what the lights are into as long as they light up the room, right?
Higgins had a document that we needed to fill out.
he had paperwork regarding your official, the official contract between you and them, and what you'll be doing on the ship. But he'll get to that to you later.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I had a roleplay thing I wanted to do for when that happens.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, Alcar is going to need to be involved with that because it's.
So I'm assuming all of us
He's-
will need to sign it.
Yeah.
But it'll happen once he's able to basically, do like he did last time of lock the steering gear once
Yeah.
you're airborne. Let the autopilot take over. In this case, it's a mechanical autopilot. You have several hours of gradual ascent while Higgins can't leave the helm.
Ooh.
What do you wish to do as you sail to the east, leaving the Hawaiian Islands behind?
Morphan's gonna look through that ledger, find any tasteful notes.
Alcar, are you with Morthan when he's going
Oh,
through
yeah.
the ledger?
I guess
Where's he going? Sorry,
type of person.
I was trying to do something and it's not working.
Out of your room. We have books to read.
Oh, yeah.
I guess we'll just.
Why?
Because
Apparently, both of my dragon is connected. My dragon was connected to Alcar. We were going at the same time. I didn't notice until I tried to move the thing, and then my camera view shifted to Vermithrax, apparently clipping into the wall now.
Okay. This is one of the many ledgers of Hephaestus. It is from his collection of archives. There are currently 4 entries in this volume, all from this year. Which, so of the 4, there are 3 that make sense to start with. the most recent one, the first one, and the one concerning you all. Almost like it's a like a dossier almost of you.
Okay,
He
well, I
wrote
guess I'm
about
gonna.
us.
Well, I guess I gotta. Well, I guess I gotta read up on the. Well, let's check out the first one first.
Okay. The first entry in the ledger.
Yeah.
First, it's titled at the top in draconic writing. Personal Reflections. The Arbiter's Private Ledger. Entered at the turning of the year, 5th year of the fire's wrath. Parentheses. Anticipated. Close parentheses. 750 years after the fall of the molten peak. Not for council distribution. I have spent much of this winter reviewing old records. I tell myself it is merely good administration. The beginning of a century's third quarter is as sensible a time as any to ensure that the archives remain in order. That, however, is sadly not the truth. The truth is, I know what this year is. It has now been 750 years since the death of Ares' son. 7.5 centuries since the mountains shook with a father's grief. 7.5 centuries since I watched one of the greatest among dragonkind relearn that there are wounds even time cannot close. I have observed a pattern over the years. Ares never truly heals, he simply carries it. Most years he bears the burden well enough. He patrols his lands, tends to his armories, argues in council, quarrels with Vulcan, and pretends that old memories no longer trouble him. Then the anniversaries come. Not every year strikes him equally. The turning of another season matters little to one who has lived since kingdoms were forests and forests were seas. But there are years that carry weight. The 100th, the 250th, the 500th, and now this, 750. The old memories return to the surface. I see it in the way he grows quieter before the storms begin. The conversations shorten. The laughter vanishes. The patience he has spent decades rebuilding burns away like morning frost before a furnace. The rage does not replace the grief. It never has. The rage is simply the shape his grief takes. There is a smaller section after this one, noted Private Reflection. Do you keep reading?
Don't see why not. We got a week.
This feels like someone's diary at this point.
Well, you can
I
stop
don't know.
shopping if you want.
While you're reading this, what are the two dragons and Laurent doing?
Equinox is writing in her own journal.
On the deck, in her own cabin?
In her quarters.
Okay.
And Solstice is probably working on his whittling project.
Okay, and we'll put this over there.
That was a dexterity check from Solstice, right?
I believe so. So, you make some progress, but not much.
Okay.
Laurent, what are you doing?
Is actually on the deck. He's laying down on his back, just staring up at the sky.
You have you see the sky, but as the ship slowly ascends, it gradually becomes more and more occluded, with the view of the underside of the dirigible holding you aloft. You get to see its deployment from start to finish. It is quite the sight.
Ooh.
A feat of engineering and magic.
Poetry.
And yet,
It's like poetry. It rhymes.
and yet somehow, somewhere, you get the inescapable feeling that someone out there is going to look at this magnificent equipment and say, they did it better in the old days.
What's that an Alcar? You continue on.
Yes.
Private reflection. I find myself wondering how bad it will be this time. The last great anniversary left valleys scorched black, and several lesser lords convinced that the end of the world had arrived. This year, I fear, may be worse. Ares has spent the last centuries cultivating a measure of restraint. He no longer lashes out at every slight. He has friends now, though he would deny the word if asked directly. He has neighbors, rivals, duties, habits. He has even left the great mountain behind for a time. But grief has a cruel habit of ignoring all the structures we build around it. I know the signs. He visits the old places more often. He asks Kilimanjaro unnecessary questions about the mountain. He grows increasingly silent during council, and his temper, usually a quick flash of lightning, settles into something deeper and more dangerous, like pressure building beneath stone. Concerning mortal affairs, do you continue reading? Do you discuss with Morthan the parts you have already read? Do you go off to do something else?
I think Ares is like a tsundere or something.
Alcar is actually thinking he's going to pause here for the. He's going to kind of like bookmark this section for a bit
Mm-hmm.
because what he wants to do is he's like, this is fascinating. Now he has an idea of what this book is. So now he wants to move towards the section that is one of the things nagging the hell out of him,
Mm-hmm.
and that is effectively the dossier on us. Like, why us? That's been nagging the hell out of Alcar. I don't know what
Mm-hmm.
Morthan wants to do. What does Morthan want to do?
There is for this entry, there is concerning mortal affairs, for
Yeah.
my eyes alone, and final private addendum, and then there are 3 other entries in the logbook, like 3 full, different dates, different.
Oh,
That
okay. So
yeah,
altogether, including the mortal things, there's 4
yes.
entries
So there's
left.
personal reflections, the Arbiter's private ledger. There is concerning certain mortals and others recently entering the service of the Scaled Order. There is
Okay.
unquiet skies and the restlessness of the world, and personal observations in matters of grave concern. And that each of those have subcategories. So you have
Okay.
3 left
I guess
of
we'll just
the
keep
first
reading
one.
in. I guess we'll just keep reading in order then, unless Morthan's getting uncomfortable. In which case, Alcar will keep reading.
Mhm.
No, we've already started. Well, might as well read the rest.
Concerning mortal affairs, the
I like how
mortals,
you think.
naturally, have noticed. Rumors travel quickly through frightened kingdoms. There is talk now of villages abandoned near the slopes of Vesuvius, trade routes diverted, garrisons reinforced, messengers crossing borders with increasing urgency. More troubling are the reports that several realms have begun discussing a joint military response should the Fire's Wrath begin another campaign of destruction. Ordinarily, I would dismiss such plans as political theater, a handful of kings wishing to look resolute before their subjects. This time, however, one name appears too often to ignore. Thermond Stonefist, a dwarven general, by all accounts, an exceptionally capable one. I have made quiet inquiries. The reports are surprisingly consistent. He is disciplined, practical, and possesses the rare ability to convince disparate peoples that cooperation is preferable to arguing over whose banner should fly highest. If anyone among the younger races could organize a coalition capable of confronting a great worm, it may well be him. I choose my words carefully. Confronting, not defeating. No army alive can hope to slay Ares upon his own mountain. But if Stonefist can truly bind together the kingdoms, suppress their rivalries, and force them to act as one, then perhaps they could drive him from Vesuvius. At least for a time. There is a small gap on the page. The cost would be unspeakable. You flip the page.
Yep.
For my eyes alone. I fear the mountain almost as much as I fear the dragon. Ares and Vesuvius have grown close over these past centuries. He walks its caverns as though they were a part of himself. The volcano answers him in small ways. The fires brighten when he is angered. The vents breathe more deeply when he sleeps. I have long suspected that if sufficiently enraged, he could awaken the mountain fully. Not merely stir it, but detonate it. Should a great host of mortals lay siege to the volcano, should they somehow force him to the brink, I do not know whether Ares would choose to unleash such power. I am not even certain he could stop himself. The greatest eruption in living memory, perhaps in many living memories, might follow. Cities buried, forests consumed, the sea itself choked with ash. And through it all, at the center of the firestorm, one grieving father, why the world insists on taking more from him. Final private addendum. I
Now I'm
find
just
myself.
thinking that. Well, now I'm just thinking, like, out of game, that Ares is basically slowly turning into Entei. Every time he barks, a volcano erupts. Somewhere. Just.
Freaking Entei,
Which
freaking
is
Entei
which is
nonsense.
probably my favorite Pokedex description, just because of how needlessly destructive that is.
Final private addendum.
I bark, and apparently somewhere it's Pompeii.
It's better to be Pompeii than like what's Tambor when it blew. That's a super volcano. Yellowstone.
Anyways,
Bias Caldera.
Yeah,
please.
well, that's a
Final
mental
private
problem.
addendum. I find myself in the strange and uncomfortable position of hoping that the mortals fail, not because I wish them harm, nor because I think them unworthy, but because I know what success would cost them. Should they somehow force Ares from his mountain, they will celebrate a great victory. Songs will be written, banners raised, monuments carved, and then, years later, their grandchildren will ask why entire valleys lie empty, and why the old roads vanish beneath fields of black volcanic stone. The dragons will remember. Kilimanjaro will remember. I will remember. We will remember that there was once a year when grief reached 750 winters, and the younger races mistook an old dragon's sorrow for nothing more than anger and malice. I pray I am wrong. I pray that Ares proves me an old fool and spends the anniversary in quiet solitude atop some lonely peak, glaring at the horizon and insisting he is merely bored. But I have known him too long. The mountain is restless. The fire's wrath grows quiet. And I have learned over many ages that it is the quietest volcanoes that deserve the closest watching.
The hell do you mean he's gone to guidance counseling?
Ares needs therapy.
I was just thinking to myself, like, like he's like, I've known Ares too long. This will not be a quiet year. The year ends. Absolutely frickin' nothing happened aside from the weird storms the druids are whipping up. And he's just like,
Nothing ever
and he's
happened.
just like, Ares, how you doing? I understand it was the I hope this isn't uncomfortable anniversary. And he's like, oh yes, I'm actually doing rather fine right now. Really, family therapy is a hell of a thing.
I imagine Ares' therapist is just being like some old human dude with like glasses, like balding on top, like a bushy
Like a
beard.
beard that goes like all the way to his waist.
Not a
Yeah.
long beard, but just like a bushy beard on his
Yeah,
chin,
yeah.
and he's just like, and like,
Big round glasses though. Big
yeah,
round glasses.
like just like a very like stereotypical therapist dude, and it's just like Ares just like sitting there in his office.
I'm just imagining I'm just imagining a full blown gargantuan great worm dragon,
How?
red dragon, just like laying on his back on on one of them effing therapy chairs.
You know, I
It's
think
just
it all
like
started
per
when I was young.
yeah, like front four claws laced together, and he's just like, You see, it's never really been the same since what happened to my boy. It's like, what?
You now have an alternative perspective on Ares.
Out of character,
Yes.
I have new goal. Get Ares some therapy and get that guy feeling decent again. Like not like
That is
Something
a
other than
that is a
rage.
very noble goal, Hannah. That is a
not
very noble
bottling
goal.
up his emotions and
That that is a noble goal, Hannah.
Side quest: teach a
Hey, Brett.
2,000-year-old red dragon how to properly deal with emotions.
Yeah, that is a very noble goal, Hannah. Hey, Brad. On an unrelated note, how do you think I could make money off this?
Better
You
question
could
is,
be the
better question is, how
therapist.
could you do that and not die?
Listen, listen. I need to constantly roleplay an absolute scumbag with this character. He is one. Anyhow, so we keeps a reading. Because, like, let's face it, we got like 2 weeks, and based on the entries of this book, we're gonna crack this out in like an hour.
I do have 3 other ones, but I'm not sure if you all want me to read them all during session, or save them for future sessions. Spread them out.
What do the rest of you think?
Where's the part where it talks about us?
Yeah, that is still something that's nagging the hell out of Alcar.
Where's the control search buttons on this thing?
I would rather know things.
Yeah.
All right. Do you move on to the second entry, the third, or the fourth?
All right, because
The
I have
second
to
one is
ask
titled
for.
Concerning Certain Mortals and Others Recently Entering the Service of the Scaled Order.
Okay.
That sounds like us.
All right, second entry it is then.
Alcar, Morthan, do you call your compatriots to come join you for the reading of these archives?
How likely do you think they are to blab?
I have no idea. It's but there's a problem. Laurent's currently on the deck, and neither of us can breathe up there.
You're not at full altitude. You can tell because A, Higgins is not down in there, and B, you can just look up over the doorway for the air for the air system indicator crystal.
Yeah. It's just like, I mean, we could get them. It is kind of, it might be important for them, or we could just tell them later.
The cabin pressure crystal indicator is showing green. You are below 10,000 feet. Ambient pressure safe, ventilation inactive.
We could tell them later, but we could all read it together.
All right.
Reading is always best when done with friends.
All right, go. Let's go round them up. I'll go get Laurent. You find the dragons.
Okay. Morthan's gonna go over and like.
Hey, yo, Laurent, come below deck.
Oh,
We found something that might be interesting.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I'll have her done.
We'll meet up in the dining room.
Morthan's just gonna knock on Equinox and Solstice's doors, like,
Actually, I'll sit
guys,
You hear Solstice
do you want to hear thoughts?
You hear Solstice grumble something about like just in frustration, and then you hear like a clatter of wood, and he opens the door and comes out.
You know what? Solstice, roll a d6.
Six.
Okay. You're working with, we'll say, oak.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's been so stubborn. It's a particularly tough type of hardwood.
Yeah.
Equinox.
Old growth.
You don't see Equinox's door open.
I'm going to take that as a you want to continue doing your own thing. We'll go with Solstice instead.
Solstice is actually going to knock on the door, and then you hear some shuffling, and then she opens the door. What's going on? And I'm not even gonna make you roll an insight check for this, because obviously it's obvious. She's been crying.
Yeah.
I don't know. Morthane is kind of a clueless individual to people's emotions.
I mean, he is a book,
Her
and he's
face
not
has
a book on emotions.
her
He's
face
a book
has
on
tears
history.
on it.
I cry when I sneeze wrong.
She currently has tears on her face. So, anyways, yeah, Equinox has been crying. What did you need?
Wait, I'm confused now. Did you say Equinox or Solstice? I felt like you said Equinox that time.
Equinox.
Wait. I went to Equinox's room first.
Yeah, after you got Solstice out, he knocked on her door and she answered that time.
Oh.
She just didn't hear you the first time because she was doing
I'm
stuff.
mentally confused in many situations. Okay, yes, Solstice is the one crying. Okay.
No, Equinox is the one. Equinox is the one crying. Solstice was frustrated at his whittling project.
Yeah.
What? No, I read that. Yes. Okay. Solstice, you want to hear about other people's opinions on us?
Whose? Who's
recalling the name of the person who wrote the book? Ah, yes, Vulcan, that one dragon.
Hephaestus, not Vulcan.
Hephaestus.
Yeah.
That was
the dragon you're working for.
Yeah, you know our current boss.
I mean, I guess so.
Swore it was Vulcan. Okay.
No, Vulcan's the dragon we're going after.
Yep.
I guess so. That would be useful information to know, I guess.
Okay.
I just kind of love to imagine because you got so quiet that he just sort of was like, okay, and then he just walked away.
Waddle away, waddle.
LeBron, did you
we're
follow
gonna be in this
Alcar
room,
when
by the
he
way.
came up to grab you?
Me?
Yeah. Get your shiny metal ass back down here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Equinox, Solstice, and Laurent. You all see Alcar reopen a rather large leather tome, flipping past the first few pages to a new one with lots of draconic writing on it. Top of the page says, concerning certain mortals and others recently entering the service of the Scaled Order. Early spring, year 750 after the fall of the Molten Peak. Not for council distribution. I have spoken with Aldan again. There are times when serving the Platinum King is a straightforward duty. A border dispute between younger dragons, a question of ancient law, a disagreement over territory, tribute, or old grievances. Such matters can be weighed, measured, and resolved. Our discussion began, as many do these days, with the troubling state of the world. Mortis' expansion, Ares' worsening temper, the strange unrest among the skies and seas, and the increasing frequency with which old legends seem determined to become present realities. Then, without warning or preamble, he asked whether I had been keeping informed regarding the affairs of Paladin Voldrov and the Scaled Order. I replied that I had. One would be a poor arbiter indeed if one ignored the activities of the largest organized body of mortals in the world, whose traditions have long intertwined with those of dragonkind without ever becoming subject to them. Aldon merely nodded and said, watch those new to them. 5 of their initiates will become important. Remember their names. you will know when it is time to seek them out. I naturally asked him who they were. He smiled, describing them instead as, quote, a colorful investigator who pretends he does not care, a wizard who knows more than he should, a knight seeking a new oath, a survivor of others' meddling, and a dragon of converging lineages. Close quote. Then, in a manner I have come to recognize as profoundly unhelpful, he declined to elaborate further. It is one of the few habits he possesses that I have never found particularly divine. There's a line drawn across the page.
I just love to imagine that Alkar's thinking to himself like, damn, I must be playing this role really good if everyone thinks I actually give a shit.
Alcar, are you the wizard?
There's a line drawn across the page. Presumably this has been written in gradually over time. And so
Yeah.
my vigil began, searching to see if such individuals were future champions of some crisis to come, or if they had already entered Voldrov's ranks. My search did not take long, which may be yet another detail of concern as this year progresses. As I found my answers in Voldrov's archives, 5 descriptions of future knights, 5 names, 5 lives unaware of their significance. Another line drawn. The first is Alcar Palaralia, a purple dragonborn apprentice to Templar Andor Irdak. Officially,
Literally
he
you.
seeks to earn a name for himself and to earn distinction through service. The reports describe him as sharp-minded, cynical, observant, and possessed of a habit of asking questions that make bureaucrats deeply uncomfortable. His record notes a talent for investigation and legal matters.
I
Other
will point
reports
out
are
I will be censoring anything that Alkar finds uncomfortable.
Other reports are less formal, suggesting he possesses the disposition of a back-alley detective with all the warmth of a drawn knife. I am also aware,
He
though
does
not
not
through,
censor that. That's accurate. They fucking know him well enough.
I am also aware, though not through Voldrov's reports, that the name Palaralia is not an ordinary one. It belonged to the household of Arveamir Palaralia, the rising purple great worm, whose influence has quietly expanded over the last century. She has not yet taken a formal seat among the council, though I would not be surprised if that day eventually comes. The young dragonborn bears himself less like a knight and more like an investigator hunting for a truth he assumes everyone else is hiding. I suspect this disposition will either serve him well or become an endless source of headaches for his superiors. Possibly both. Another line drawn. The second is a most peculiar entry named Morthan. According to the records, he is an awakened chronological construct of sorts, a living history book that somehow acquired thought, personality, and the ability to move under its own power. His own title for himself appears to be The History of the World According to Morthan, which, I confess, possesses a certain confidence. Voldrov's scribes seem uncertain whether he ought to be catalogued as a wizard, a magical creature, or library property. I have heard stranger things, not many stranger things, admittedly. The reports state that he emerged from an ancient library somewhere far to the east. I find myself idly wondering which library that may have been, though I suspect I already know the answer. If so, Merlin has some explaining to do. Again. Another one. Look. You flip the page.
Yeah.
Is there any commentary about anyone has thus far?
I mean, aside from the
So,
fact that Alkar definitely censored that bit about the Palaralia name.
Solstice
And
is just gonna say, so you were all so convinced that I'm related to Merlin, but Morthan actually is.
possibly.
At least
Let's continue
Hephaestus
reading.
suspects it. Hephaestus heavily suspects it.
Possibly. He suspects a connection.
Also, apparently, this is not the first time this has happened.
He's
If the again is
suspects-
anything to go by.
Yeah. Alcar is like.
Does this mean I have siblings?
I want to point out that's probably actually how Alcar worded it, just a bit more Boston.
If so, Merlin has some explaining to do. Again.
Again. Like, it says again. Like,
again is written in like an italicized font.
it's
Underlined.
italicized. It's very clear. It's very clear that something like this has possibly happened before.
An Italian
all I
wrote
know-
this?
In other words, we're going to find a Ares, or not Ares.
Merlin.
Hephaestus wrote this.
Yeah, Hephaestus wrote this.
Well,
So in
then why
other
did you
words-
say italicized? You're implying the person who wrote it is Italian.
Well, he says, all I'm saying is that there's a very good chance we're going to that we might run into a sentient bookshelf or something. It's going to turn out they're Morthan's half brother or something. Maybe a
You go to-
nightstand.
You go to the new page. The third
Yes.
file required considerably more reading than the others. Laurent Revisier. The order identifies him as a grace seeker, a former servant of the Legionarius Mortem, who willingly abandoned its cause and surrendered himself to justice. I confess that I reread that line several times to ensure I had not misunderstood it. Legionnaires do not desert. They do not repent. They do not flee carrying stolen battle plans and ask to make amends for their crimes. Young dragons know this. Old dragons know this. Mortals know this. The Legion itself certainly knows this. Only the dead leave the Legion. And yet, according to Voltrov, this pale knight arrived at the gates bearing stolen military dispatches, battle plans, and intelligence regarding Legion movements, then calmly requested judgment for the crimes he committed in the service to darkness. If the reports are truthful, then this young paladin has done something no servant of Mortis has ever accomplished. I understand now why his arrival caused such a disturbance at Wyrm Ascendant among the Order's garrison. This seems a perfectly reasonable reaction. Regardless, the Grace Seeker remains. I do not know whether I find that encouraging or deeply concerning. Perhaps both. Still, if even one soul can turn away from Mortis' shadow, then perhaps there remains hope for others who have forgotten the path. Another line. The remaining pair are listed together often enough that I suspect separating them would prove difficult. Equinox and Solstice. The former is described as a being of draconic blood touched by forces of radiant light and the endless void beyond the stars. The sketches attached to the reports depict a creature unlike any dragon I have personally encountered. Scales of deep twilight, horns and claws that seem to catch starlight, and a curious aura that several witnesses struggle to describe except as standing near a clear night sky. I have dealt with stranger magic. Again, not many. The latter, Solstice, is easier to understand and perhaps more interesting because of it. A young hybrid of silver and white draconic lineage partnered closely with Equinox, in the ancient manner of dragon knights and their companions. The reports make frequent mention of the two operating with unusual synchronicity. Whether this is training, instinct, or some deeper bond, I cannot yet say. I would be curious to know who first taught them. More importantly, I would be curious to know why. Another line home. What I find most intriguing is not the individuals themselves. It is the company they are keeping. A dragonborn investigator with connections to a rising great worm, a living history book of uncertain origin, a redeemed knight who accomplished the impossible by abandoning the Legion, a draconic creature touched by the stars, a silver-white hybrid who walks beside it. There is no sensible reason these five should have found themselves beneath the same banner at the same time, and yet they have. I have read enough histories to know that such coincidences have a habit of becoming important in hindsight. Voldrov's latest correspondence mentions that the group has completed... Oh, there's a line after hindsight. New section. Voldrov's latest correspondence mentions that the group has completed the first phase of their training and have begun undertaking assignments outside the walls of Fortress Wyrm Ascendant. The Grandmaster notes, with what I suspect is equal parts pride and apprehension, that they have already developed a tendency to solve problems in ways that are technically permissible, but produce substantial paperwork to his, Andor's, and surprisingly Polaralia's dismay. I asked him for clarification. He sent back a single line. Laurent apologizes. Alcar insists it was legal. Morthan says it will make an excellent chapter. Equinox and Solstice have remained mysteriously silent. I have elected not to ask further questions. I have since...
I love that. I love that he suspected Alcar to be the one who likes to cause headaches for the superiors, and now he's genuinely a bit taken aback that Alcar dug himself into the paperwork and doesn't want to deal with it himself.
There's a small pause.
Yeah.
Slightly later addition to this entry. I have since learned that Polaralia and Revisier have developed an odd habit of working together. Against all reason, it appears to be effective. I cannot decide whether this reassures me or concerns me further.
Who's a Vizier again?
Laurent?
Me.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's his comment about your buddy cop
Yeah,
duo.
yeah. The fact that we're apparently that we apparently partners.
Dude, we're like a work couple. I love it.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
no, exactly. You keep saving my ass. I keep solving problems. We's two peas in a pod.
Exactly.
There's one more line drawn.
We didn't intend to be a character duo. It just sort of happened.
Yeah.
Yep. I returned then to Aldon's words. They will become important. He did not say how or why. He rarely does. Still, there is an old belief among dragons that the world occasionally gathers together the pieces it will one day require, long before anyone understands the shape of the thing being assembled. I have seen it happen before. Empires have begun with stranger meetings than this. And if the Dragon King himself has chosen to quietly point an old arbiter toward 5 newly sworn initiates of the Scaled Order, then I suspect I would be wise to pay attention.
I mean, also just like not wanting to go against myself here or anything, but I mean, frickin' look at my guy. If you're not keeping an eye on him, I don't know what to tell you. Just frickin' look at the guy.
Mm-hmm. There remain 2 more entries, which I think we could save for next week.
We could do that. I've gotten the important information I want at the moment. That being said, I'm trying to remember out of game. I feel like he's come up before because I know he's mentioned in the book briefly, but do we actually have any idea who Aldon is? Because I know he's brought up. I
Can make
know
a
that he's-
history check. Solstice can make a religion check.
History check.
I don't know if Alcar could make any kind of check about that.
Alcar, you can make either one, considering
Okay.
your special connections.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming Solstice gets the check because he's a fanboy.
14.
Yeah. They are literally the same either way. Nope.
Alcar, you haven't heard that name before. Solstice,
Well,
you
aside from the book.
Yep, yeah.
Our
Outside of
set.
Belscon's Tome of Great Worms and Hephaestus's Ledger, you have not heard of this name before.
Yeah.
I'm going to use Chronal Shift to give myself advantage on that roll. Yes, 15.
Yes.
One better.
One better.
Have a
How do you have a
Yes.
plus 11? How do you have a plus 11 at level 5?
Okay, alright, so
Expertise?
one of the feet. Well, yes,
Make that a
expertise,
17.
and I have a feet. as well that relates to specifically history-based things.
17. In your pages, you recall mentions of this, and in other tomes you have read previously. Aldon is from your limited knowledge, is a platinum-colored dragonborn warrior who is known to be closely associated with Bahamut and the Seven. Though, just interestingly enough, Aldon and Bahamut have never been recorded being in the same place at the same time.
Yes, like me and Batman.
Hmm. I
I'm
wonder
not
why
Batman.
that could be.
I'm Batman.
Why could Aldon and Bahamut never be seen in the same place in the same time?
I
Oh,
honestly
wait.
A
love
mystery.
I honestly
Hmm.
love the angle of like this would be a really interesting reveal for people who have never played your games before, Brad.
Mhm.
But also, I find this absolutely hysterical as a mystery, being that that we all have to role play characters who know absolutely jack shit about this guy, despite the fact that all of us have as players
We're
have
there
known
for
who
that.
this guy is at least since 22.
Mhm. For those watching who have no idea who we are talking about, do not go watch the Curse of Strahd campaign unless you want spoilers. You all head to your rooms for
I mean, I feel like we get a
contemplation
lot
of.
of spoilers for that campaign just by, you know, the boss, one of the bosses for the other campaign.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, I was saying Curse of Strahd has spoilers for this.
Yeah. I mean,
Hmm.
I will admit that out of everything, that was a rather minor reveal,
Hmm. Yep.
surprisingly.
Hmm. You all, I assume, take a break, bookmark your page, and take a break to
Yeah,
contemplate
yeah,
the words of Hephaestus and Aldon, whoever this Aldon is.
yeah.
According to Morthan, he's a
So
warrior associated with the Seven,
I
which no
remember
doubt
he
probably
said,
gets Solstice excited.
Hmm.
well, now I have more questions than I did before, and I always hate it when that happens. You got, okay, so Hephaestus straight told us that it was a vision from the big man that told him to look for us, right? Well, now this entry here says that he actually got this from some guy named Aldan. Who the hell is that? He's mentioned in the other book.
Oh. Hmm. Quick question, Brad. Would
Mhm.
Solstice know about the whole dragon avatars thing, where they take human form?
Yes, that they definitely that they can.
Well, a lot of dragons can take human form, and sometimes, well, not necessarily human form, but they can take the form of like mortals, like humans and dragonborn and stuff. And so maybe that's who Aldan is. Maybe he's Bahamut's avatar.
Well, then why would he go through all the hubbub of having a different name, let alone having his own guys going through the hubbub of calling him something else? Don't you think his own guys would call the boss man by his proper boss man name?
It's a secret identity. You know what those are, right, Elcar?
Why the hell would Bahamut need a secret identity?
I mean, he is a lesser deity. He
like,
kind of
Oh,
has no need for such things.
like, there is like, everything about what he just said makes no sense to Alcar.
But yet Bahamut does use them because Fizbin the Fabulous
Yeah,
is Bahamut, but is not Bahamut because that's an old monk and not a colossal dragon god.
yeah, no, exactly. So he's like, so, so whoever this Aldan character is apparently some kind of Apparently some kind of big deal, especially because he used the word divine regarding this guy, so that's something. Ugh. Seriously, the secret identities thing, that makes about as much sense as a healer who punches people.
Hmm. I wonder who would ever
That's
do
my bro.
a mystery.
I say that because I genuinely don't ever believe that these two will ever meet.
In the next episode of
Yeah.
Given that it's
Council of Wyrms.
given that it's possible that that Alkar's existence is entirely non-canon to the main universe.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible.
I haven't decided yet if this is just a novel or if this takes place after Echo. So it could be hilarious that the Echoes party is just like sitting on a bunk reading a novel with this madness.
There will be something that happens in Echoes that that with all dawn that might change your mind, but we're not there yet.
Why not?
Yeah.
They're all
Maybe
characters in
relatively
this in a book being read by someone else.
What? Anywho,
What do you mean Rudaka's been doing reading sessions like once a night, and we've just been reading these books, and it's just been like
This is
and it's
the Crimson Duchess book club.
Oh, Eden would be so down for that.
it's just like
they all walk in. So I picked up this
I
new book,
could
Siren's
also-
Rest. It's called Council of Wyrms.
yeah.
Interesting title.
I could also see Kalani getting in on this, but she also would, much to the annoyance of some of the other characters, have to keep asking questions like, could someone explain to me what a Bahamut is? And like most of the Echoes party would be like, yeah, no, actually, we don't know that either. We don't know that one either. This book requires a lot of context none of us know. Maybe this is a book that's being used as a reference point so that they could try to understand the greater cosmology a little better. Except not at all, because why does it keep cutting to objectively the sleaziest looking dragonborn you've ever seen in your life? And his back alley deals. What is that an allegory for? What is that an allegory for Skirvo being around doing the same thing for millions of years?
But in different forms.
Anywho,
How deep are we supposed to read into this?
you all break from your reading of the archives of Hephaestus
Yeah,
with more questions than answers as you contemplate the words.
for a detective,
Some hours
that
later,
is the worst kind of information gathering.
several hours later, you hear the rumble of the fans engaging. You look up and you see the crystal indicators have changed, indicating the ventilation system is beginning to engage. And then shortly thereafter, it's fully engaged, ventilation running. You are now at high altitude operations.
All right.
And
Yeah.
Higgins comes down sometime later.
And with that,
Well,
no more.
you see him carry a stack of papers. Well, now, let's get this bureaucratic mess sorted out, shall we?
Oh, my favorite.
Bureaucracy.
He passes forth some general papers, but basically for you all signing on as
Calm down, more
it's a
things.
charter.
Elevating.
It's a long-term charter that you are hiring him as for a private vessel charter for a long duration. For purpose, he indicates to you, Alcar, you can just put diplomatic mission or some such.
That's it. Official diplomatic endeavors.
Mm-hmm.
And he just goes, yeah, and Alcar is actually like reading some of this stuff because Alcar is not actually full and is asking some questions because he actually is not fully aware of what deal the rest of these people made with this guy.
They made a handshake agreement that says we'll work it out later.
Oh, good. I want to point out that like as soon as Alcar hears that's what the deal is, he just kind of like he was like, ah, and who was the primary deal maker for that?
All heads snap to Laurent.
He's just gonna point to himself.
And
Did I?
he's he's just kind of Alcar just kind of looks at Laurent and it's kind of has that like he's just like he's got that kind of just unamused look.
He's like, oh, don't look
Because
so
yeah, of
disappointed in me.
course, unclear. Yeah, no. Why would Alcar possibly have a problem with unclear deals and loose ends? No, there's no reason he wouldn't have a problem with that. So he's it's like, all right. And so yeah, get stuff officially figured out, get the paperwork handled.
Oh, officially, for documentation's sake, your passport is for the oh, what was it? I forgot it. It's a republic that is basically a fictitious name that is the cover for Hephaestus's mortal dealings.
Ah, okay. So it's a
Why the Wyvern Republic?
Oh, okay. I thought it was I was gonna say Geneva.
Geneva?
Or the
No,
Cayman
it will be
Islands.
Endarnim.
Yeah.
Festus has no
So-
holdings in Geneva.
Yeah.
Endarnim
So he's like,
does.
all right. So he's like, yeah, Wyvern Republic, and sign his name Alcar, no last name given. Because honestly, I should have been doing that this whole time. I wanted to mention that, but then you already made stuff canon, so I just didn't. But
Oh, the woes of trying to live two lives.
oh yes.
Hmm.
Oh yes. Hey, I expected stuff to go awry doing this. I wasn't. All right.
Oh, I have a
Anything
feeling
else
that
of note?
wrinkles are about to get thrown into your plan.
I'm
Higgins
assuming,
hands you each official, crewman's patch. It looks just like if you go to the crew manual on the, what page is that? 6th page on the right panel, the glow state of the nebular pulsar, only it's stitched in that bright, vibrant coloration. And and he looks at you. He pulls out a set of signets. He issues you all each a signet for the silent nebula.
I'm assuming we all have to sign a paper.
Yeah. Yep.
When you is it the same paper or is it individual ones?
So there's an initial line for the opener of the contract, which would be the leader of your group, which in this case would be Ambassador Alcar of the Wyvern Republic. And then there's lines for witness / secondary party, which is what the 4 of you would be.
Yeah.
And at the bottom, sign, Captain of the vessel, Captain Aurelian Higgins.
Yeah. When Equinox signs it, like at first she writes down like an A and then an L, and then she stops and pauses for a moment and scribbles them out, and then writes Equinox.
Right.
Sorry, I don't sign my name that often.
Yeah.
Higgins just shrugs briefly with a twitch of his eyebrow and then nods.
Out of character, real quick, so that the other players know what happened. Equinox almost signed with her dead name.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
Oh.
Kind of figured that was what happened.
Yeah.
No, I was just thinking it was like hard for you to sign things because now your hand is a lot different looking now.
No, I mean she does have trouble holding a pen, but she's getting better at it.
Yeah. But
Actually, how big of a concern is it if you have like long nails and you're trying to write something?
I
It's not
don't
that
know.
hard.
Huh.
I've
You just
seen a
gotta like
lot of
fix your
people
grip.
do
Yeah.
it. I know a lot of people who either keep their nails long or actually have those really stupid, cartoonishly long acrylic nails that are like like I've actually seen like an office lady with those acrylic nails that are like as long as her actual fingers. I don't.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I usually wear acrylics,
Oh.
like stilettos.
Ah,
And the only
Ah.
thing that's really hard for me is grabbing cards from my wallet and typing on my keyboard.
yes, I've seen that
That
those
makes sense.
would be an issue.
Yeah.
You're gonna try to type M, but you're gonna hit J and I and K.
I have to
And
use like the
you,
tips of them, and that's just ugh.
That does not feel right. I get that.
Mhm.
But anyhow, any other things we need to be aware of in the paperwork or
it gives you all each crew duties to help with running the vessel in
Crew duties.
for reduced cost, and it'll be a low monthly rate. I the DM will get you the number for the party afterwards when I actually have it.
fair enough?
Subsidized wages.
Let's go.
Laurent, since you seem to do just fine at high altitude without needing extra gear,
Yep.
we'll put you up. We'll put you up on the deck and on the crow's nest, keeping an eye for adverse weather patterns.
Sounds like fun.
Solstice of all of us, are the most cold tolerant and resilient. So, if anything happens with the storage tanks down in engineering in the cryo chamber, you'll be our go-to. As
Yeah.
for the other three of you, any particular skill with navigation or reading maps and cartography, perhaps assisting with keeping your cargo down in the hold, your companions suited, many culinary skills.
Oh no.
Morthan's good with reading, just
Yes.
in general. And well, I guess that singles me out for working with the Drakes, given that they's all understand Draconic.
Mhm. And do you, out of character,
Parse
you,
language.
Laurent, and Morthan do each have the special amulet that allows you to, like, straight up have conversations with them. It's the dragon equivalent of speak with animals for
Yeah, we do
lower
have that,
intelligent dragons. Yeah,
but
all
at
three of
the
you have
same
that.
time, yes.
Yep. Uh,
Oh, we do have those?
yep, all
Yeah.
three of you. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep, you have worm
Did
tongue amulet.
Hephaestus give us those?
No, you found them in the uh Legionnaire officers' quarters in Iberia.
Okay. There was a lot going on there.
Yeah. It's posted right above the picture for your magic rapier.
Okay.
Yep. The two dragons got the scale tattoo, and then the rest of you got the worm tongue amulet. Well, each, so there are 3 copies of the worm tongue amulet.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, now I remember why I don't remember those. We needed to check what those actually did, and then I didn't remember hearing Morthan figure that out. Now I know I didn't remember them.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So Alkar's gonna... Yeah, so all our amulets, do they work specifically only for one dragon, or do they...
All
do
three
they
of you, they just any creature with a dragon type and any beast that is a reptile.
Okay. So, and they only work one at a time, or is it...
So there's one for each of you. There's one for Alcar, there's
Yes,
one for
there's
Laurent, there's one for Morthan.
There's 3 of
And
them.
all 3 of you, when you're attuned to it, are individually under the permanent effects of Speak with Animals for specifically dragons and reptiles.
Okay.
So it does.
We'll,
If Morthan, so none of you can speak with animals with, say, a bird or a cat. You would
Yeah.
still need to learn the Speak with Animals spell and cast it. But for the purposes of reptiles and all dragons, you are under the effects of Speak with Animals.
all right,
What
I
about
don't see a reason not to.
mammal-like reptiles?
Sure.
What about the Dimetrodon?
Sure, because that's still technically a reptile.
What about amphibians?
That's not a reptile, so probably not.
But what about the things that are borderline between amphibian and reptile?
You're probably not going to encounter it.
Touche, DM, touche.
You will.
I guess this means we're not going back to the Devonian period.
We speak.
Dang it.
You'll have to find a lizard to translate for you.
I love to imagine that there's like at least one thing where it only like half translates. Where it's like there is parts of it that are technically reptile, but not at the same time. So it's just
It
like
comes through garbled.
Different dialects.
Yeah. So it comes through like
Canadian French, and someone's
Hey.
speaking someone who knows like
Mix.
Creole French
Mm-hmm.
or something.
Fire.
I don't know.
Crayola French. I
And
didn't
you're
know
just like,
crayons
what?
could talk.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow.
Higgins looks between Alcar and Equinox. You two, either of you have any culinary skill? You wish to split KP? One of you want to volunteer for it, or shall we just share the load amongst all of us?
Oh
I mean,
no, this is the one time that Brad is not in the party. Who's gonna be the chef now?
What were you saying, Joey?
Didn't Equinox have the best survival of us?
Probably. Equinox will just say something like, I sometimes like to cook. I don't know if I'm very good at it, but
Well, we shall certainly find out.
Doesn't hurt to try.
Don't poison us.
Actually, I feel like that's the one job where it does hurt to try.
I'm gonna say that Equinox does. I feel like it's accurate that Equinox has better cooking ability than she gives herself credit for.
Yeah.
Because again, one of Equinox's main traits is self-loathing. So
Yeah. I just made the response I did because we all need to, because I will never not remind you people that Alcar is an ass.
Unless there's anything specific you all wish to do, the rest of your journey to Singapore goes uneventful. Higgins brings you down to lower altitude early when you get close in because of rainstorms, but you are not otherwise hampered by severe adverse weather. "10 days after you set out from Hawaii, you have splashdown in Indonesia as islands loom up ahead. Higgins has returned to the helm, and he invites you all, come out to the deck. It's a cloudy day, misty, but not unbearably humid and not actively raining at the time. What do the rest of you all do as you sail into port?
Trying to think. Hmm.
Sorry, I had to respond
Is
to a.
Angkor Wat canonical to this timeline?
I don't know. Isn't that? I mean, that's.
It's
I know that's an
Thailand.
Indonesian temple, but I don't know if that's on the same island as Singapore.
Oh, we're on
Then
Singapore now?
unlikely.
But you're outside of it. You have landed in the water and you are coming towards port. You have splashed down. It has been 10 days. It is
Okay.
cloudy. It's been raining the last couple of days, so Higgins had to bring you down in altitude a bit. But you were not otherwise severely affected. It is a cloudy day, but not too humid or actively raining at the moment. And he has invited you to come up to the deck and take in the sight of the city as you come into dock.
Solstice spends some time like shining his like shining a few scales, like cleaning them with a rag until they look shiny. Because as far as he knows, he doesn't know when he's gonna get to meet Vulcan, and he wants to look his best.
Mm-hmm. What to do, you all do.
I'm trying to think. What cool, fun facts do I have about this region?
Several fun facts about Indonesian islands in Southeast Asia. I don't know. Warthan proceeds to spew some random facts about tropical jungle archipelagos.
Tell them about
Equinox
the
happily,
intricacies of cooking, what is it, durian.
Equinox happily listens.
Morthan is happy about Equinox's willingness to listen to his random facts.
I
No,
wonder
I have
why.
nothing better to do
I
here.
wonder why the self-insert of the person who constantly spews fun facts would be interested in listening to fun facts.
A mystery indeed.
As you approach the city, you begin to see smoke rising in the distance. I'll assume most of you have come out onto the deck by now.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, sorry. Sorry. I had to get into a brief text conversation with somebody.
Understandable.
They
As
were confused about something earlier, and
Mhm.
they finally managed to find it for me to look at, and I was able to instantly inform them what it was.
Lovely.
Now that
You
I had
see
a visual reference for what the hell they were talking about.
Mhm. You get closer and closer as you come in closer to the city, and you notice there's not one smoke plume, there are several. Not all of them with the typical smoke of fire. Any of you can make a nature or alchemist supplies check to identify the smoke.
Nature?
I will
Oh,
do
shoot.
a nature because I don't have alchemist supplies.
I shall check my nature. D20 plus plus 5.
Oh, and more than for the purposes of your ability you used and your rolls. You've gotten a long rest.
Oh, yay!
Yeah, because it's been 10 days.
Hold up, I need to re-roll a random D20. Something will be replaced with a 12 at some point.
Okay, Equinox and Alcar.
Plus 5.
Alcar definitely knows it. Equinox is
Nat 20.
and Morthan definitely knows it. Some of those plumes are not the plumes of smoke from a fire. but rather of steam and other gases from acid dissolving other compounds, stone especially.
Those look
Okay, it
like
makes sense that Morthan knows this because he's the know-it-all nerd. But I think everyone needs to be very deeply worried that Alcar knows this.
those look like
Equinox also.
that
Like,
looks
that's
like
some Breaking Bad shit right there.
that looks
Laurent,
like
the
steam-
smoke looks familiar, but you can't place it.
That looks like the steam from acid. Do you think that the Death Legion was here?
I've
As you
seen that before.
Higgins calls out to you, you all seeing this? Best prepare yourselves. I have a feeling we're not going to get a warm welcome. I don't like the looks of this at all.
It'll be fine.
As you get in closer, you suddenly hear the distinctive sounds of an air raid siren. Well, it wouldn't be an air raid siren, it'd be a dragon raid siren going off.
Oh,
As you pull in, you see lots of bodies floating in the sea and a black dragon flying about, melting stuff.
well, now we know where the acid came from.
Higgins calls up, mate, hopefully he won't notice us. But be prepared to fight that thing. Unfortunately, as a
does-
merchant ship, we don't have any weapons here.
Alcar's actually
s-
going to kind of look at him kind of with a neutral expression. He's like, I know you're a flying ship, but you're a merchant ship without any weapons.
Saved on mass, kind of limited. Suddenly, out of the sea, leaping up, like a great white shark hunting a seal,
Yeah.
appears a gold dragon, his claws gleaming with the noonday sun, his teeth shining with the brightness of the divine, as an absolutely titanic gold worm latches on to the black dragon.
Solstice is like actively like jumping up and down with excitement. It's him, it's him, it's him, it's him, it's him, it's him, it's him!
Equinox, make sure the little heart doesn't pop. He says while not taking his eyes off of the action at all. I will go ahead and roll my initiative because I can't help but notice that the initiative counter opened.
Hello?
26.
The only ones who haven't rolled initiative are the dragons.
Yep. I need to.
Oh, and the Higgies. Oh, what?
Yeah.
What? Fluffington doesn't get a turn?
The ship and Fluffington and Higgins all move on Higgins' count.
Okay. I was just gonna say that Fluffington doesn't get his own turn order. This is bull.
Okay.
Just once around, Fluffington hisses.
Okay. And first up is Morthan. What do you wish to do? Keep in mind that you probably don't want to attract the attention of the dragon himself, but that being said, he does have bigger problems. One titanic problem, you could say.
I don't know why I thought I heard something else. Okay.
Do the
Probably
do the
wanted to
Death
catch them.
Legionnaire
Yeah, I
do the
wasn't-
do the Death
Only one.
Legionnaires up here not get turns?
Oh, I'll move them. Most of them are dead,
Yeah, there's a couple that are alive though.
but I'll move them. Actually, I'll have them move on their own turn. I was gonna say I was gonna move them on the dragon's turn, but I'll move them.
Oh, all right.
We'll pick this commoner for all the commoners to move, to run and scream and panic.
I have the best move that I can think of, and that's called I am going to cast haste on. Hold up a second.
Goodness.
Dear.
On our dear Vulcan over here, and then I'm going to go run underneath the ship.
I
if I could
just
find-
realized I'm going dead last, and I find that hilarious.
Trying to see if there's a thingy for haste.
Like,
there isn't, so-
literally everybody rolled better than me. That's funny.
there is actually, I believe.
Oh, okay, I am not seeing it.
Oh wait, no, it's the dodge. That's the dodge. Oh yes. Wait, just a sec. Just a sec. It is. Maybe there isn't. You could use the hovering or the dodging.
Yeah,
No.
that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the I'm gonna use that. Oop. He is speedy now, and
I
he
will
is
say-
he is going to shred this poor dragon.
I will say though that that even though it's not necessarily my turn, Alcar will just be like, Morthan, don't tell me you didn't just do what I think you just did you?
I did exactly what you think I did.
Oh, I'm going to I need to roll something.
Alcar's eyes bulging as big as they can for someone who does not like sunlight.
Mhm. Attack roll. You dear goodness, he has a plus 22.
Grabbing my hat is a free action.
Yeah, I'll make these public rolls. This is Vulcan's attack roll.
I'm gonna hold my hat
When he
on my
bursts
head.
out of the water. And he is a surprise, so
Yeah, he's
yeah.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
so you
well,
it
considering
literally
I'm pretty sure he'd hit on that low hit.
yeah, so it looks like a dragon-shaped shark attack, where the great whites like leap up out of the water from beneath and then like so fast they get airborne, grab the seal and smash back down. It kind of looks like that.
You mean when great
Titanic-
whites sometimes go after birds?
that too?
I believe that phenomenon is sometimes referred to as air jaws. And I love it. It's terrifying.
Okay, now time to roll damage. 2d10 plus 14 plus 2d10 plus 3d6.
Don't worry, everyone. It's just Vulcan giving everyone in this town thalassophobia.
Luckily, he's on our side.
I don't think it'll stop the thalassophobia from happening.
Casual 41 damage. Okay. More that. Is there anything else?
Oh, that's my action, and that's my I don't think I have anything for a bonus action except maybe like I only have things that's a reaction. Never mind. Yeah, I'll just pass the turn.
Okay. Higgins starts steering you away from the dragon encounter. You're like, oh, that's a little bit too close. We don't want that happening on us. Laurent. Is there anything you wish to do? Spectating a black dragon proceed to get mauled by a gold great worm.
He's running up to the edge. And just like if you're in like barricade at a concert, he's just like, yeah, go! So yeah, that's Laurent. He's just cheering for Vulcan.
Can I just point out the absurdity of a dragon suddenly bursting on the scene, clearly on his own epic crusade, and then he just gets haste out of nowhere?
Okay. Unless there's anything else, Laurent. It's the black
Nope.
dragon's turn. I need to pull up that. Okay, he's going to use his acid breath.
Everybody hold your
Hello?
breath. Mom and Dad are fighting.
Can't let them hear you or they'll get you.
I need to go here. I need to go here. Okay. That's a casual plus 11 to his save. Actually, kind of low for him. Oh, and he crit succeeds. Of course, Vulcan crit succeeds on dodging the black dragon's acid breath. He just shoves the
Of
dragon's
course.
mouth into the sea.
Good thing that didn't hit us.
You all see a cloud of green fluid into the ocean, and then it dissipates. Several dead fish proceed to pop up. Two little dragons.
Solstice is gonna go up next to Laurent and also start cheering.
Okay.
Get him, Lord Vulcan! And Equinox is going to hide with Morthan.
Okay. The common folk. There is running and screaming and pandemonium.
Dogs and cats sniffing each other.
Dogs and cats living together. Mass
None of that.
hysteria.
Opportunity attack.
I wish I could get over there.
Yeah, that hits. Okay. Oh dear. This panicked citizen. Like.
Thank you.
There's more running and screaming over here. As various townsfolk and nobles and merchants and dockhands and everyone else runs off screaming. You all can barely hear yourself between the screams, the bubbling of acid dissolving stone, the clash of the waves, and the clash of two gigantic dragons battling it out right next to you. It is Vulcan's turn now.
Out of curiosity,
Ouch.
this is enough
Hi.
excitement for Higgins? He regretting his contract already?
Ouch.
Well, too bad. He signed the dotted line, pal. You're stuck with us.
Vulcan will proceed to make 4 attacks and use his weakening breath because he's hasted now.
Yes. Don't forget, he has
He uses his
+2 to
frightful
his AC.
presence. Everyone make a wisdom save. Though for you all, this could also be considered awe instead of fear, so charm instead of frightened.
Solstice
All right,
automatically
I'm
As
fails.
appropriate. As
We're
appropriate.
getting
Laurent's.
seduced.
Nah, Laurent's gonna try.
Alcar,
wisdom
you just
save?
like close your eyes and like a heavy gust of wind blows past you,
Yes.
and then you reopen.
Yeah,
You're
Wait, what type of
kind
saving
of
throw is
used
this
to
again?
this.
Wisdom?
Yeah, wisdom.
Wisdom,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay,
wisdom
wisdom.
save.
Oh, Laurent, that is not enough.
6.
You are charmed
That's
slash
fine.
frightened of the great
That's
wind.
1. I too
The
am
siblings
seduced
are-
by the dragon.
Alcar thinks back to home. The siblings are fighting again.
Solstice is already before Vulcan even used his frightful presence, Solstice had those conditions.
I'm just genuinely picturing Alcar reacting to, like you said, that gust of wind.
22.
Like,
Let's see if 22 is
reacting
enough.
to that in an almost
22 is
practiced-
not enough.
Equinox is just frightened. She's not charmed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alcar is only okay because he nat 20.
Yeah, I
Now.
love to imagine that Alcar reacted to this with what almost seems like an alarmingly practiced, almost alarmingly practiced.
My mother is scarier than this.
Because like when the gust of wind blows past, which as they trade blows with each other, Alcar just kind of grabs his hat and his his trench coat billows in the wind. He knows
Okay.
what the he's seen this song and dance.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not with haste, but you know.
Attack number 1. And yes, I am aware this is public. Attack number 2. I just figured you all would get a kick out of seeing these numbers. Attack
Oh yeah.
number 3.
No, they're fun.
Attack
It's also
number
it's fun.
4. They all hit.
I would assume so.
Why the hell would what the hell would a 40 not hit?
I'll be very concerned.
I'm pretty sure a 40 would hit Zetterly holding the ether gem.
Mm-hmm.
No, Zetterly holding the ether gem attacks just automatically miss her.
Mm-hmm. Now,
Oh,
we get the fun part. Which are 2d10 plus 14 plus
I wanna
2d10
see
plus
these.
3d6 plus.
How many of
That's
these?
I'll just do all the damage in one roll.
Yeah,
Plus
do it. All
3d6
the
plus 14
successful
plus
attacks all together. Let's go.
3d6 plus 14 plus 3d6 plus 3d6 plus 14 plus
Even
3d6.
if it's all pure kind of BS, I want to watch this thing die.
And then one tail, which is 2d8 plus 11.
this is truly the best use of a third level spell.
Yes. I've
Roll.
never seen a better third level spell used. It's pretty surprisingly low considering what it could have been.
A myriad levels of damage.
Nah,
You
Miriam would have
see
one-shot him.
his gleaming claws and shining teeth just rip through this black dragon, and then he shoves it pro with his tail.
Okay. You know, I was mistaken for a moment, and I thought, like, this dead guard was also in awe of this dude. But no, that's a skull icon, not a icon.
And then he proceeds to use his weakening breath to, weaken the dragon.
You know,
Okay.
as if he wasn't already absolutely getting dominated.
Absolutely
maybe he likes it.
eviscerated. What's this con save? Oh, and mind you, I'm using the stats for an ancient black dragon.
Do we know?
This is an ancient getting completely bodied.
Yeah.
And he fails the save for weakening. Just barely. But he does fail nonetheless. Okay. Goons. Let's see, which goon is this? Which goon is this?
It's guy over here.
To?
This one. Pensive. Rah, violence. Rah.
Yeah, he's going for the violence. Panic townsfolk, what do you do? What do you mean he crit?
He dodges because that was a crit fail. Ah! He trips on his shoe just as the axe comes down for his head, and the axe misses, and embeds itself immediately in the gut of the merchant right next to him.
Goodbye, Mr. Merchant.
Listen, that merchant was. Hey, that looks suspiciously like the guy I did shady deals with. It's probably fine. I'm sure the actor will be reused again later.
Yes. No, you see, it's like a Nurse Joy type of situation.
Violence.
Every
Kill the
town has
guard.
one of these people.
Kill the guards.
No, listen,
Ah.
listen. That guy, no, listen. It's closer to a John Hurt situation.
Oh, and he missed too.
You when you need a guy for a death scene, you get John Hurt.
And of course, enraged missed. That's probably why he's enraged, is he's unable to kill this apathetic guard.
This apathetic guard being like nothing ever happens.
Alcar, your move.
Oh, so it is. All right. Examine his surroundings. Let's see. can only move that fast. Okay. Take to the sky, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 60. Here we go.
Alrighty.
Take to the sky.
We return.
I don't know what the rest of these knuckleheads is doing. I'm gonna actually try to do stuff.
I can't
We
do stuff.
return
It's way
to-
too far away.
We return to Morthan.
Oh, friggin', what the heck am I supposed to do? I was told not to get the attention of the black dragon over there.
It was just a
And-
casual suggestion because I am using the stats of an ancient black dragon, though you technically don't need to do anything about him because, CR28 gold great worm
Yeah.
is bodying
Right.
him.
But how the heck am I supposed to get all the way over there?
I don't know if you want to get on. I'm giving you the opportunity to do something.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
What the heck are you doing?
Alcar is doing what he can to try to give a good impression.
Yes, but you could have picked me up to bring me over there.
Listen, Alcar forgot about that. Just like,
He was in the zone. He's like, I got a new rapier. I need to stab someone with. I need to test it out.
listen. I either do a stabbing or I tie this guy to the ballista and fire it and watch him
Alright.
drown.
Morthan
Honestly, I would
will
love to
turn
do
to
that.
Equinox. It's like, so you want to play a game of cards?
I mean,
An evil black dragon and a kaiju of a gold dragon are battling it out right outside your ship, and you're like,
I'll be
so
back."
cards?
I mean,
Just like with the tornado.
I guess but, sorry. I assume that the frightful presence was basically a roar.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
Use the T-Rex JPEG from Jurassic Park.
it really startled me.
It is very startling. That's also why I'm in here with you. I got on that one on that roll.
What's in that one?
I don't know.
Just came to me.
It came to me in a dream. My favorite historical reference.
Yeah, Equinox will play cards with Morthan.
Lovely. Morthan, make a cards game playing check. I think it's under the
Alright,
tools
okay.
section of the character page.
Tools section, and there should be something for cards.
Gaming sets, cards.
Okay. Gaming set. Playing cards. Okay, I got a +3 in that somehow. 1d20 +3. I got a 19.
Okay. Higgins continues to do his best with maneuvering the ship. The Commodore is not happy at the Black Dragon. It's like hissing. It's right up there next to Solstice. It does not like the Black Dragon.
All right, I'm back. What happened?
Two
Dragons
Stooges
are
are playing cards while
Yes.
giant dragons are.
I mean,
Battling
there's
it.
nothing we
Okay.
can do. Like
What's Higgins doing?
Brad, if you
Yeah.
wanted us to do stuff, you should have put
Well, no.
enemies closer to us.
There was nothing in particular I wanted to. I had in mind for you doing, unless there was something like on the ship you wanted to do to help it take less damage or something. This is mostly a spectator fight.
I was told the ship had no weapons.
I do want to ask: is the ballista actually currently loaded, and these guys are just too busy fighting this guy?
Well, this guy is dead. This guy is fighting this guy, but yes, that ballista is loaded.
It's
Okay.
come to my attention that I have way too many concentration spells.
I just wanted to ask because I said it as a joke, but I now really want to do that.
Mhm.
I want to tie that guy's leg to a ballista. to the arrow and just send him into the sea.
The dragon may be able to breathe underwater, but not him.
Yeah, exactly.
Laurent,
Yes.
it is your move. You were enraptured by this fight between titanic forces of dragons.
Yeah, he's
One
still shouting.
is
He's whooping.
magnitudes greater than the other.
By at least a couple size categories. 2 at
One
least.
specifically.
Oh,
This guy is gargantuan. This guy is titanic.
oh.
So what you up to?
I'm
We're just
still.
shouting at it like you're at
Yeah.
like a very intense wrestling match or something
Yeah.
involving dragons that are
Yeah,
multiple tons in size.
Tell him to get him with the chair.
Yeah.
The black dragon's gonna
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
slowly rise
He's got him on the ropes.
himself to his feet.
He's going for the power slam.
He's going to try to attack Vulcan. I need to double check. Weakening breath. Is that disadvantage? That is disadvantage. That's not fun. But he still has plus 15 because, you know, ancient dragon.
Ow. I
One
in,
hit.
and my knee hit a shelf that's under my desk.
2 hit.
Get him. Get him. Get him.
And
you
a
can do it,
miss.
buddy.
2 hits and a miss.
You can do it, buddy.
So he goes to snap with his teeth, but he misses. And then
Well, I mean, those horns do look like they'd make it hard to bite things.
and then he hits with the claws, so that's a total of 4d6 plus 16.
Also, like, I can't imagine his sensory is very good, given the whole no nose thing.
Whoa! He does a paltry 28 damage.
Frickin' I could survive that. I mean, it'd cut my health more than in half, but I could live.
Equinox, it is your move.
So since this
I'm
is
supposed to click, could be using legendary actions, but I'm not.
since this is
Make a
more, since this is more like awestruck than it is frightened, can I still move closer?
yes.
Okay. Solstice is gonna jump up on the mast over here, like on the like the sail edge here,
On the
like,
spar, yeah.
and just so that I am within range to take the help action.
Fantastic.
Just by cheering,
Fantastic.
by cheering for him, Solstice is taking the help action for targeting Vulcan. So Vulcan has
Lovely.
advantage on his next attack roll.
Nice.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I
Equinox,
love it.
I need you to make a playing cards check.
Yeah, Spencer, what ability does it say that is? Wisdom?
It's freaking okay. It is. Yeah, it's wisdom. Seven.
Morthan wins the round.
Yeah.
Yes, I have collected the spades.
At the end of the 2 little dragons' turn, Vulcan just takes a legendary action and he just says, "Enough!" And he grabs the black dragon's skull, forcibly prying its jaws open, and then you watch as he breathes fire straight down the gullet.
Frickin'
Alright.
Godzilla
As
26.
you then watch as flame basically shoots out its eyes, and it kind of almost blows up. Like the dragon just goes, there's guts and gore everywhere.
I'm so glad this guard is dead, otherwise he'd be carrying about his laundry.
And then Vulcan dives down into the ocean.
Hey. And not even a hello.
Not even a thank you.
Yeah,
That's
not
not
even
fair.
gonna acknowledge the. Not even gonna acknowledge the. Not even gonna acknowledge the guy who gave him haste. That's lovely.
The guards eventually mob and swarm in. But actually, you know what? No. They're like, well, we'll finish this out.
Yeah. You wanna see if I can if I can iron boots this guy.
Mhm. This guy proceeds to attack.
Black guards killing the citizenry.
Yes, he does.
Let me just see how many
Like,
turns would it actually take me to do that. It would take me at least 2 more turns.
No, you could get up there and make an attack because you can dash as a bonus action.
yep, because you're a rogue.
Ah,
Yes.
that's true.
Mm-hmm.
But what I want to do is I want to get up there and tie his legs to a thing that I'm gonna fire.
Yeah, you can still do that because your action.
Okay.
Yeah, yep.
All right. Well, we'll do that then.
He attacks the guard. He misses the guard. Alcard is your move. Send him into the sea.
Hopefully. We'll go here because that puts me right next to the thing
Mm-hmm.
and him. And 0 because I am no longer in the air. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, drop down. What do I got to roll to tie him to the thing?
Make a grapple check.
Okay, and athletics or acrobatics, right?
Athletics. Yep. Well, for you, because you're grabbing him to tie him.
Ah,
This
okay.
guy has either or.
Ah, okay. That's not going to be great. Anyways. Kalani, he is not.
He slips your grasp.
Pretty sure
Wait
that's
a
my-
minute. Hold up a second. That's a waste. Wait, how much would a 12 do?
A 12 would pass.
Oh. Alcart, here's a 12 in these trying times.
All right. What do I win?
He is now grappled.
Excellent. What now? That's a turn.
I'll allow in the same turn you
Objective
to make the
direction.
knot to tie him, or you can just actually, you could just drag him into the loop from the coiled rope hanging down from the ballista bolt,
Yeah.
and then shout at the guard to fire.
We'll do that. I'll put him. I'll shove him in front of the ballista and tell him to shoot it.
Okay. He fires the bolt.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Good
Well,
luck
okay.
getting that thing out, chuckle nuts. Also, good luck swimming.
There is no thing for drowning, so we're just gonna skip straight to the point. Like,
Yeah.
the guard between Alcar and the guards, this other
Yeah.
legionnaire.
Holy crap! This panicked townsfolk just went absolutely batshit on this pensive legionnaire.
About this guy.
Yeah, like all the remaining, like some of the remaining
You know what?
townsfolk just ran
They
right up to him and just
mob
quartered him.
I
him.
choose to believe that one of them was an old lady that just started beating him with a handbag.
Yeah. Like while this was all going on, like in the back, an old lady ran up, smacked the legionnaire with her, started smacking him with his handbag, and as the other townsfolk are like, "Get in, mother! Come on, everyone! Let's help mother beat him to death!" And they all just jumped him. And it was in that day that panicked Death Legionnaire learned the true power of numbers. Also, he saw God. He has many regrets.
The siren dies down as the raid is done, and the black dragon's body floats out into the sea.
You got any fives, Equinox?
No.
Dang it. Go fish.
Higgins comes out, well, that was more excitement than I've had in a while. A little bit too close, if you ask me.
Elkar's just kind of flying a bit around. I imagine at some point he's just kind of on the remains of this thing, just kind of checking it out, seeing if there's any way to tell where it came from. Get my magnifying glass and
Make an investigation check.
investigation advantage.
And an acrobatics check, because you're trying to balance on a floating dead body.
Okay.
I'm
I'll
trying to
make
think
the
if I
acrobatics
should be like
first.
using spells for this.
11.
11.
Yes. You're able to balance on a dragon body. It's fairly big.
Yeah. Alcar has a lot of experience. Listen. When you're a kid, it's a pastime to want to climb on your big siblings or parents or whatever. And Alcar had some absolute jungle gyms worthy family members, all right? Whether or not they were happy about it is another question entirely. Anyways, I'm going to roll my double investigation here. That's a nat 20.
You find some evidence of its prior residence. You will need to spend some time analyzing and researching and so forth to know what it points to, but you have found one item of evidence.
All right.
Dragon evidence times 1.
Dragon evidence. I'm going to put black dragon evidence.
That's probably a good idea.
Solstice hops
Ancient
down from
black
the
evidence.
hops down from the sail thingy. Do you think he noticed us?
Higgins calls out. Maybe. Maybe not. Don't know. I'm just glad he didn't ram our ship on the way up.
Car comes back. Oh, that enough landing on the railing almost like a gargoyle. Well, Mr. Higgins, that enough excitement for you?
Certainly more excitement than I've had in a long while. A little bit close. I would prefer to have spectated safely from... he gestures up in the sky, a couple thousand feet away with a pair of spectacles.
Well, get used to it. We all signed a contract, you're stuck with us.
Yep, it shall prove to be most entertaining. Let's get ourselves docked here and out of these waters or any other creatures pop up from the seas.
Solstice, do you want in on the next round? You too, Laurent.
Are you guys seriously playing cards right now?
What else were we supposed to do?
What's to do? What did you want us to do against the Black Dragon? Draw its attention so it could wreck the ship?
Both of yous got your gliding wings. You could have climbed the mast and jumped from there, getting you about 100-foot height.
I can't glide that far.
Equinox is very tired.
I can't glide that far.
Well, how far can you glide?
I forget what her gliding speed is, but it's not that high.
You dock. Your fancy passport covers all issues for docking and boarding as they wave you through.
Her gliding speed is currently 40
I imagine
feet.
at this point, I imagine at this point, during the 10 days we were out at sea, Alcar effectively had fashioned his passport into something similar to like a badge he can just sort of flash,
He's got a lanyard.
almost like a police badge, but obviously it's not that.
More like FBI credentials.
Yeah, exactly.
As you dock, you disembark from your vessel. Higgins says to take your time, that he will spend some time at the seaside market seeing what goods, hawking wares he has in his hold, seeing what new ones he can take to other ports on your travels as you unload your 3 drakes and head into town.
You need time
Come.
to let your heart. You need time to let your heart settle down, don't you?
He just gives a shrug. There was this one time. I'll tell you that story later.
Ha! Alcar lights a cigarette and starts going into town with the rest of the group.
You come to the market square. Hustle and bustle as people return to daily lives, nobles and merchants and common folk, and even some
Good girl.
some foreigners from distant kingdoms come to exchange wares, get new wares, and so on. Alcar, you're quite familiar with this. It's the typical hustle and bustle of a big port city market.
All right. So, all right, where should we start? Stop doing that.
Well, maybe.
And there are some guards standing around, and yes, this guard is distracted. He is distracted by you lot with your funny-looking dragony creatures
with our funny-looking everything about us.
Yeah. Like, huh?
Yeah. All right. What do you?
Maybe we could
Maybe
we could ask if anyone knows where Vulcan lives.
Bit of a commotion happened around here, huh?
I don't think we could just ask anyone.
Oh, yeah, that. Oh, thank heavens for that gold dragon. He sometimes pops in and out in this area. Don't see him too often though. Lizard folk a whole bunch. Yeah.
These attacks frequent?
No, not too frequent down here, fortunately. Heard tales that up northwest of here that they're having to deal with the legion attacks more often, but no, this is new, out of the ordinary. Usually that warning alarm is for like krakens and sea serpents and ocean problems, not dragons and legionnaires.
Do you know where that gold dragon comes from?
He just sort of shrugs. Patrols up and down this whole island chain, all the way up into the continents and up the coastline. Or so the rumors tell.
And where do you get these kind of actions? All right. Where the do you have any idea where the rumors might be coming from, or
Or
have
here,
you seen anything yourself?
There, a little bit of everywhere. And gestures to the marketplace. People coming in and out of port telling tales.
I see. This town gonna be right then. Well, unless the rest of you think of something, I think we've done this guard's interactions up.
We've exhausted his dialogue tree.
Yeah, we've exhausted his dialogue.
He started repeating dialogue options.
Yeah.
It's just talk to him again. It's like, oh, that. No, thankfully those attacks aren't too often. But is he having a stroke?
Now he's just
Am
like
I having the stroke?
I'll move you guys up.
Anyways, yeah, so
As you all enter into the market proper, you all hear, especially Runt, you catches your eye. The town, I guess it'd be the town crier, paper boy person. Get your news here, read all about it. Cult massacre in Western Europe. Krokon loyalists blaming cult members for assassination on allies. Read all about it. Read all about it.
Laurent's gonna run up
well,
and
what's
Cult
take a
fallout
paper.
with Krokon loyalists and legionnaires.
just
Read all about it. All about it.
go buy a paper from don't
Religious
buy a paper from
massacre.
him. Make sure to buy the paper from the little boy with the crutch right next to him.
Oh yeah, okay, got it.
They charge you
Give him
5
a tip
copper.
if he's got a flat cap.
Sure, he has
Yeah,
a flat
no,
cap. Why not?
I had to make the joke that it's almost always there's almost always a generic ass kid with a flat cap and a crutch being the one selling newspapers. I don't know why that became a thing. I know that was an image from the Great Depression, but like it's just so
I will
iconic.
give the kid 1 gold piece.
Oh, that's
Oh.
sweet.
Oh. Why, thank you. Most generous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
He
keep
hands
that
you
safe, okay?
he hands you 2 papers
Excellent.
and runs off with his money. You
Wow,
essentially
he
was
Hey,
go-
that
you
runs
essentially
fast with the
dropped
crutch.
you essentially used the C note to pay for something that was $5.
yeah. So, anyways,
Lines across the front page in draconic scrawl. Dragon cult blamed for massacre outside Port City in former Krokon Kingdom.
all right, because all right, so when does Laurent come back with the papers?
He'll come back right after.
Okay. Oh, you got
He'll
2.
yeah. I only
Mind if I
wanted
see one?
1. Huh?
Mind if I see one?
Yeah, go right ahead. It's all yours.
All right, Alcar's gonna look at the paper.
Alcar,
Let's
you are
see what.
greeted to the pleasing sight across the front page above the fold that your ploy has actually paid off. It would seem investigators in Iberia have blamed the missing cult members for the massacre at the Legionnaire listening post. Whether Dirkmere believes it or not, you do not know. You're pretty doubtful of it, considering your brief interaction with him.
Yeah,
But the greater world as a whole has bought the lie.
Oh, it's always nice when it's stuff like this that brings a man hope. Am I right? Not mentioning his involvement at all. Just pointing out that it's always nice to see bad people at each other's throats.
I mean, not always. Sometimes when mean people attack each other, some people around them get hurt too.
It happens no matter what. Happens in a lot of circumstances. Just the way of life. Cynical, unsympathetic, and kind of an asshole. Need I remind everyone?
Volgerov, the Volgerov subscription. All the comforts of a drawn knife.
Yes.
There are
uh,
various other bits of news, but they seem to be more local news that you have no context for. That seems relatively
yeah.
unimportant.
Obviously, they haven't yet been able to print about the what just happened like
Mhm.
almost
20
under an
minutes
hour
ago.
ago.
Yeah, an hour ago. So. You do see
Yeah.
one portion of it that makes you think Higgins will not be that most pleased. The markets are up. Costs of goods have gone higher.
Ah,
The things he has to sell will no doubt turn a nice profit, but things he wishes to acquire will be more expensive.
yeah. Oh, that sounds like a Higgins problem. I need to step out for a moment. Good luck gathering information, everyone.
Is there a crossword in the newspaper?
Sure.
Equinox will start trying to fill it out. I'm gonna roll an intelligence check for
Mhm.
that.
Is there a funny section in the newspaper?
Why not?
Look at the funny orange cat.
Alright. You all amuse yourselves with the local paper. As you
And
notice the bustle of the marketplaces, merchants hawk their wares and nobles argue over prices. Townsfolk look at the goods and then decide they don't have the coin to purchase them.
and 8
A pair of
down.
reindeer guards in the back purchase a couple of supplies before heading off in a direction. And at a corner table on the far side of the market, you see 4 individuals that stick out a bit amongst the populace, with their red and black robes and on some of them shiny steel armor. They are fellow knights,
Oh hey, there's some skilled order.
compatriots.
Solstice will just be like, oh hey, there's some skilled order people over there.
What do the rest of you do?
Should we talk to them?
Yeah, you
Should
have
we
to.
stare awkwardly at them from a distance until they decide that they've had enough and come approach us about the subject?
They seem to be engrossed in a conversation amongst themselves.
I mean, it would make sense to go talk to them. They're supposed to be our allies. They might know things about the local area, like where we, maybe where we can find, maybe where you can find Lord Vulcan.
That is certainly something. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, let's go talk to them.
Okay.
Come, Grub Nub. We must make it through the crowd.
Laurent, do you go with the 2 dragons and Morthan?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going on a quest.
Hi, friends. This is Solstice
Mhm.
talking.
The Beaumont scout looks up from the group first. Greetings.
I'm assuming there was like a.
He seems very confused, mostly because he's looking at a white-silver dragon hybrid in a very, very tropical location.
I'm assuming there's some sort of like code phrase that scaled order members use to identify each other.
Yeah, or they're in uniform. You all have like signets and
Yeah.
and stuff. You have official documentation
Yeah.
or
Solstice
ornamentation you
will
could be using.
Solstice will pull out the like badge thing he has and show it.
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Just
I forgot this was in a bag.
greetings. Pardon me for asking, but isn't it awful hot here for one of your coloration?
Yeah, I don't like being here. I don't really like it either. But I mean, I am here to meet. I am here because I'm looking to find Lord Vulcan and get to meet him, which is going to be awesome, and um, will completely just nullify any of the discomfort because it'll just be such an awesome thing to happen, and I'm really excited for it. Would any of you happen to know where he is, by the way?
Perplex will look at me like, who? Vulcan, who?
Lord,
And he then looks over at his squire and be like, hey, wake up. Middle of the day, how can you be asleep? There was a big dragon attack not an hour ago. He snaps his fingers a few times. Come on, snap out of it.
Lord
Snap out of it.
Vulcan.
No
He
wonder
was
you got
the
assigned down here instead of at one of the worm fortresses.
he was the gold dragon that showed up and beat up the black dragon that was attacking.
Russell's be like,
And he's
beat up,
and he's one of the
beat
seven.
up, beat up. That didn't look like a brawl. That was an execution, I tell you.
Well, whatever you want to
That was
call
no
it.
brawl.
Well, whatever you want to call it. Point is, he's one of the seven, and he's from around here, and we're looking for him. Solstice almost seems
Mm-hmm.
like a little incensed that they don't know who Vulcan is.
The Sleepy just mutters something. Hey, why'd you hit me for? Can't a man get some sleep?
Sorry about that. My my family needed to simultaneously uh, bum off my only Switch controller,
Mm.
and also and also introduce me to my niece's current girlfriend. So
Hmm.
yes, that was all things that needed to happen. What did I
Your
miss? Was it important?
We
your
found some
compatriots
scaled order
found some.
members, and we're asking them if they know where Vulcan is, and they don't know who Vulcan
Okay.
is, and Solstice is mad about that.
Okay, so in other words, I managed to miss Solstice going on an absolute nerd hate rant.
Not a hate rant, but I mean, kind of a little bit.
Yeah. Like
Sleepy be like,
mad at them for not knowing something that should be common knowledge of a specific religion.
Sleepy's like, what used to back before? Can a man get some sleep around here? And Perplex is like, boy, it's the middle of the day. Not even an hour after a dragon attack. You ain't supposed to be sleeping, boy. Gotta shape you up, or else you're gonna be washed out and become a embassy clerk.
Geez, you want to curse? Geez, you might as well curse the guy to get buried 6 feet under.
Hey, what's wrong with being a clerk?
Embassy clerk.
Oh,
What's wrong with being an
Uh,
embassy clerk?
Perplex will look at you both and be like,
Hey.
a mountain of paperwork, tiny office, typically in not the best
Typically,
not
typically in a
not the
backwater
most
location that nobody actually cares about, little funding,
that.
and a little, and of course, none of the usual fancy amenities that some of the bigger locations have, like that fancy little magical air conditioning.
Perplex will just point at Alcar. What he said. Plus
I did.
mountains of paperwork.
Oh, he ain't joking. I did a bit of that as part of my initiation, and listen, my office space was literally like a 3 foot was 3 square feet and a and everything else was taken up by exclusively paperwork. You couldn't even close the door because it was just because there was so much paperwork. It worked as a doorstop. In fact, I didn't even know I had a door until like 2 weeks in when I finally cleared enough to realize there was a doorknob.
Perplex then turns to the squire. See, boy, that's exactly what your future will look like if you don't shape up. He mumbles something incoherent.
Seriously, I don't care how much you love paperwork. That job is hell on earth, and I pity any poor bastard who does it.
Mm-hmm.
And I cry in triumph for everyone who's able to get promoted out of it.
The scout will point up. If you're looking for information, see if there's anyone around here or any particularly curious individuals. You might want to try the Blood and Moke. It's a tavern with a fighting ring inside of it here in the city. I believe some of our other compatriots are there as well, along with some mercs from 2 different companies. One looked like a regular gift company. The other had a symbol on their uniforms. Oh, what was it? Oh yeah, it was a book with a claw mark running diagonally across the front. Alcar, you immediately recognized that description.
What was the description? I'm sorry.
The symbol on some of the mercenaries' uniforms was a book with a claw mark running diagonally across the front.
Oh, yes, I do know that description actually.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was caught up in a stupid joke. I thought to myself, you mentioned a GIF mercenary group or a GIF company, and my first
Yes.
thought was, okay, the story. Okay, going off our storybook our book club theory that we just invented.
Mm-hmm.
The book called like the GIF company, the Sinclair Corporation crossed out the Dead Man Corporation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that sounds like a good place to check. We should go talk to them and see if they know where to find Vulcan.
The who the GIF or the mercenaries?
Any of them who will answer us.
Okay, well, how's about this? We can do a bit of a divide and conquer. We'll do a bit of a divide and conquer. You guys try to hit up those. You guys try to hit up those GIF people, and I just wanted to check out of game because I don't remember hearing this. Was there any other group, or was it just those
There
two?
was a second group of mercs that bear that symbol you recognize so well.
Okay, yeah, because there's the GIF, and then there's the peeps.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't they at
So
the same place?
In theory, yes. That the Blood and Moke will have all sorts of individuals, including gift mercs, these other mercs, lizard folk,
yeah,
other weird
we can go to
happenings.
this place. We can get and we can go chat up. We can go chat up the various. We can go chat up the various folks there. Do a bit of a divide and conquer situation. I'm a little familiar with the description of them of those mercs that they described though. So maybe it's better if I handle that because they'll knowing them they might be a little skittish.
Okay. Off to find. Where's this tavern you were talking about?
He gives you directions on down a good ways. They have a patio terrace on the outside. Blood and Moke.
Let's go find it.
All right, sounds like a plan.
After 20 minutes of traveling through the bustling streets of this port settlement, you come to the outskirts of a tavern with a nice little patio. You had part of your time was getting temporary stays for your drakes. You basically just secured them to like a it's Indonesian style equivalent of those like bar things that they have outside of every building in Western towns for your horse to tie off to.
Yeah.
Only Indonesian aesthetic.
They're called
And a
hitching
reminder.
posts.
And a gentle we set them up with head pats, kisses, and a gentle reminder to Vermithrax that anyone tries to steal them to go directly for the eyes. Don't kill them. Blind them. Make them understand their mistake. Mildly uncomfortable that Alcar seems to be teaching his pet to not to be absolutely nasty.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not really a pet, is it? It's pretty intelligent. It understands your language.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, so anyways.
Right.
Let's
You are on the patio.
Yeah.
For you lies the door to the establishment.
Well, no sense standing around out here.
Inside there's a townsfolk glowering at the side wall. A guard talks, "Oh, welcome to the Blood and Milk. Before your entry, we must secure all weapons over here in the secure lockers. There are no exceptions to this rule. All patrons must secure steel before entering. Prevents deadly brawls in the arena."
Solstice looks at his claws. What about he just shows his hand.
If it's like the lizard people. Just don't use them on anyone. He seems bored and very, very bored.
Yeah. I just want to point out you said vindictive townsfolk glowering at the side wall, and my thought was that because I know you meant that he's at the side wall, but my thought was that this whole time he's literally just glaring at the wall.
Yes, he is angrily staring into the wall.
He's just like this guy has some real some ancient family blood feud beef with this wall specifically for some reason. That sounds like a really deeply fascinating backstory that we will not be exploring. So I'm going to turn in my rapier because there's no way I can get away with hiding that.
Yeah, no. You are given a ticket and a key to the locker he puts it in.
But he clearly did not check me for a knife or knuckle dusters, so... So...
I mean, if you're also worried about knives, this is an eating establishment. You can always pick up a steak knife.
Yeah, no, exactly.
From the inside.
Yeah, exactly. So...
Oh, go ahead and move the rest of you inside.
There's mine.
Equinox is a good noodle. Equinox is such a good noodle that she tries to offer the knife out of her mess kit to be locked up.
Keep it with you. For simplicity's sake, he puts it in the locker and hands you a ticket.
Yeah.
Next. And he secures Laurent's greatsword. Wyvern's strike.
Wait, deceitful merchant? I know him.
It's a different one.
Yeah, I mean it's the same.
He looks at the short one.
He looks my first thought was all I could think was, oh holy shit, he's following me. Guys, we have no choice. We gotta get him. How does he know where we're going?
I'm
He
curious.
looks at Morthan. Are you old enough to drink? He pulls out a. He looks at Morthan. You're awful small.
Yes,
Oh.
I am awfully small.
He's a gnome.
Oh. Okay. You don't cause any trouble. Now go along. That big kerfluffle down at the dock disrupted my nap.
Pleasant
Oh.
dreams.
I sort of
I
sits
say
there,
with a
on
tip
his
of my
desk,
nap.
his chin
Tip of my hat.
resting on his fist, with his elbow resting on the table, and he's sort of like, he clearly does not want to be here.
You know, I'm curious. I'm curious, Brad. Do there happen to be lizard folk near where Vulcan is for any reason in particular?
No reason at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, I just want to know why one of them's actually one of them's embarrassed. Did he spill on himself? Like what happened?
I don't know.
Did one of them discover that he was dating someone and he didn't want to talk about it? It's just
You exit the foyer.
did he find out his did they all go to a bar and did they all go to a strip club and he found out that his sister was one of the dancers and that's why that's why most of them are all in various states of unrest. they're like bro this got awkward. Bro, this got awkward.
I
I'm
see a
sorry,
name
bro.
I recognize, Brad.
I have no idea what you're talking about. No clue in the slightest. You exit the foyer into the bustling hubbub of a busy tavern. Many tables full with various patrons
Well, that guy's gonna
drinking,
die.
eating, gambling, discussing wares. In the corner is a fighting arena. Several patrons around placing bets. In the fighting arena, there is a dwarven smith in order robes, who seems quite happy to be where he is. His opponent is a rather pompous-looking noble. Presumably the dwarf is quite excited to put the noble in his place.
Yeah.
Various nobles and lizard folk are scattered throughout the establishment, along with sailors and dock workers. In the corner, there are some giff mercenaries discussing something with the lizard folk. You see also a GIF in this corner seems to be nursing some sort of injury. Perhaps he lost at a wrestling match in the arena.
Yeah. There's an absolute sucker over here called Trusting Scaled Order Knight. He is going to die here. Like his description tells me he will not last.
In the back corner,
It doesn't help that he is literally a red shirt. He's wearing red. He's literally red. He's
a
gonna
scout
die.
too.
Yeah. He's gonna die.
In the back corner is a area that seems to be more reserved for wealthy patrons, with notables, merchants, and private people gathering in the back.
Yeah.
Off to your group's immediate right is the bar, with a cheerful barkeep manning the
What do you do with a puzzled
stand.
sailor? What do you do with a hopeful sailor? That this one's a remorseful dock worker in the morning. That last part didn't work that well, I know.
Well,
but I couldn't help it because two of them would have worked for a song.
Well, Alcar, you should go find your people. I think we're gonna go talk to those skilled order people over there.
Sounds good. I'll
Mhm.
go. Sounds
There's-
good. I'll try to. Sounds good. I'll make sure nothing unsavory happens to people.
I'm going to keep our tables safe
If
in case the waiter comes back.
right. Oh, right. If one of you ends up somehow getting into big trouble, obviously this is not the most up and up place around. So obviously, if any of us end up in some kind of trouble that looks like there's no way to back out of, make sure to scream really, really loud. That'll be just about the only way the rest of us will know you're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so do the thing that you were already going to do already in case something bad happens. Got it.
Yeah. Make sure to sound really helpless while you're at it.
Mm-hmm.
It'll let their guard down.
As you cross the room to your various destinations, you hear cheers erupt as the dwarf tackles the pompous noble, and he lets out a what you have come to associate as a typical dwarven shout of excitement.
Okay, well, I can't not watch this.
Solstice will go up to the Scaled Order Knights. Hey, oh yeah, this thing. Pulls out the badge.
Oh, greetings.
We're
They
looking.
only acknowledge you halfway. They seem more focused on their compatriot and
on
your
their
compatriot.
guy beating the absolute hell out of this dude. Like I know he's a dwarf, but I need to point out just how satisfying it would be to watch a absolute pompous tall guy get his shit rocked by a short dude.
And it's not even like a slim dwarf. This is a burly smith.
Yeah.
This man works with iron on a daily basis, pounding
So
it
your
into
average
shape.
dwarf.
Yes.
So we're
Yes.
looking for Lord Vulcan, who we know is around here, but we don't know where to look for him. We're looking for him. We're really trying to find him. His brother wants us to find him actually. And so we wanted to ask you, who are locals, if you have any idea where he is.
And this is why Alcar is handling the shadier people.
The two the squire and the scout shape glances, and the scout just shrugs. We don't know anyone by that name. Barkeep might. He seems to know everybody. Typical barkeep, chats everybody up. Seems to know just about everything about everyone.
You know, the big dragon that came in and bailed the city out with that black dragon that attacked.
That was a pretty big one.
Pretty big. He's one of the 7.
Very non-sociable he is, I take it, if absolutely nobody knows his name, despite the fact that he's been here a long time. Next, you're going to tell me there's an introverted brass dragon. That would be a sight. I don't want to talk.
No. It's not that they don't want to talk. It's that they have stage fright. They can't talk in front of big groups.
Adventurer party walks up. Oh, no. Too many.
Or maybe they're just autistic, and around their friends they don't shut up, but around people they don't know they're super quiet.
Yeah.
But Barkeep probably knows. If he doesn't know, he knows someone who does know.
Okay, we'll go ask him.
You head that way. Laurent, what are you doing?
You kind of want to watch the fight.
Do you place any bets down?
No.
Okay. Morthan, are you just sitting at the table?
Yeah, so I'm watching the table in case our food ever comes.
Do you order food, drinks, anything of the like?
Well, what do they got here?
A wide assortment of different Indonesian cuisine.
Hmm.
Don't mind me, I'm just filling out the map.
Mm-hmm.
I can't go that way.
And various local drinks, including something called moke, which is an Indonesian wine from palms.
I'd like some milk, please.
What's this
Oh.
door?
And whatever
Huh?
today's special is.
What door? This door?
Yeah.
Storeroom.
Ah. Okay. Yeah. So not something I want to be messing around with because I don't want to. I don't want to upset the. Listen, the last guy you want to upset when it comes to a shady bar, the last guy you want to upset is the bartender, or any of the actual bar staff because they keep the bar open somehow, despite any unruly patrons.
Hmm.
This guy's suspicious as all hell.
Which guy?
Guy with the guy with an actual name in the corner seat.
Alcar, as you approach the 3 cartel mercenaries, you do notice in the corner of the room a large, hulking lizard folk
Yeah.
with gold reptilian markings on the side of his face, the top of his frill, top of his tail,
Yeah.
down his neck, and he seems to take up space in a way of like presence, not just volume, but like just their presence in the room, in a similar way to Voldrov did.
Yeah.
Was he a conquest paladin?
I'm
No,
gonna.
he's not a paladin at all, but it's
What?
just
What?
similar.
I don't remember. What was he? Oh, yeah,
Voldrov?
he was a dragon knight. Never mind. I'm
Yep,
just.
yep.
Yeah. I'm. Would my would I be able to roll a what would it be, like a history to see if I've heard of whoever this is?
You only have a vague description at the current moment.
Okay. I'm gonna keep looking around because I don't
You
want.
do notice he is much bigger than his kinsman in the room.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
on
a.
par with Voldrov in size. The
Yeah.
other lizard folk in the room are normal-sized lizard folk. They're more like your size.
Yeah. What about the mercenaries that are supposedly they got that weird book symbol?
Okay. The symbol that you would recognize,
Yeah.
because
Because of reasons that will become evident
you
later.
know, they are fairly large fellows, but with their armor, here, well, actually, you know what? We'll say they are Dragonborn.
Oh,
Purple.
it is these guys?
Yeah, these three that
Oh,
are
okay.
proud cartel mercenary, satisfied cartel mercenary, miserable cartel mercenary.
Ah, okay. I was looking for them. I wanted to I thought they were going to be the gifts.
I'm using the same token for both. I was running out of time.
Understandable.
They
So I was
are,
like, yeah.
say, 2 purple dragonborn
Yeah.
and a tiefling.
Huh,
Why not?
why not? All right, I'm gonna approach these fine gentlemen.
We'll say miserable is the tiefling.
Yeah. What time of day is it?
Mid-afternoon, late afternoon,
Okay.
early evening.
Okay. Good evening, gentlemen.
They all nod.
You have any have you gentlemen heard you gentlemen know that gold dragons that's been flying about lately? Know anything about them?
Showed up recently. Rumor has it he's in and out throughout the island chain. Dragon territory and all. And one of his size, I wouldn't be surprised if he claimed the entire chain as his. Miserable says that with almost like a sneer. I was like, ooh. What? I told you we were right betting on the dwarf. pompous snot is going to get us the absolute dickens beat out of him if he doesn't yield soon.
Are there any official rules to the fight?
You can't have weapons.
I mean, I only ask because dwarf's down here, and he hasn't done the most obvious thing, which is take his knees out.
But I mean, typically it's officially it's unarmed brawls. Armed combat's allowed on Saturdays.
I mean,
There's a blood desk over there. It opens every evening. Though there are rumors have it, whispers of fixed fights and bad odds, crooked odds. He says with a wink of his eye and a slight smirk.
Yeah.
And the Chroma Cartel specific hand sign for they are fixed.
Yeah.
Good wagers.
Yeah. Bit of a thieves' can't.
For those who
start a
know.
bit of a thieves. Start a bit of a thieves' can't. They're just like, it's like, just like, do you gentlemen have any idea where that gold dragon's stationed?
Who knows, up and down the island chain. Though, given the trouble and the death legion is causing up on the continent, I wouldn't be surprised if he is not sticking around much longer. Quick patrol the southern part and returning up north to deal with the territorial war. Wouldn't surprise me.
Wouldn't have. Well, it wouldn't. I have it on good authority. I have it on good authority that he's one of the 7.
7. Down here. And this little quaint bit of no. I mean, granted, he was an absolute unit of a gold dragon, but.
Do I look like I'm joking, Chuckle Nuts?
Whoever you heard that from is.
I heard it from his brother.
Delusional.
I heard it from his brother. I show them my pass.
Now, where'd you get a funny thing like that? I haven't heard of any life until. That's not on any of our maps. Meanwhile,
yeah,
at the bar. Well, good evening. Good. What can I get for? Dragon. I haven't had any patrons of your type in a while. 1 second. He leans over. Okay, now where was? Oh, here it is. He pulls out an absolutely massive book, sets it down on the counter, opens it up.
I wasn't planning on ordering a drink.
Right. So he looks it up. It's a giant ledger of all the different legal ages for different species.
Solstice just like I wasn't planning on ordering a drink.
Oh, thank heavens. Thank heavens. Makes things so much simpler. He quickly closes it up and puts the massive book away. Oh, he wipes his hands. Oh, what can I get for you?
I had a question because see, I was talking to some people and they said that you know a lot of people around here, and there's this, and we're looking for Vulcan, the one of the 7. He was that big gold dragon that showed up to fight off that not fight off, but
yes. Quite the spectacle, wasn't it? I do say. If it weren't for the fact that the black dragon melted half of the docks. Quite the sight. A bit gruesome at the end, though.
Yeah, it was really cool to see. It was really cool to see him in action. But we're looking for him because his brother sent us to find him, and so we need to figure out where he is. And we've been trying to figure out where he is, and we've been asking people if they know where he is. and they told us that you might know because you know a lot of stuff around here, and so we came to ask you.
Yeah, he usually stops in here from time. Well, here as in the settlement, overseeing things. This island chain is under his protection. Very handy whenever nasty things, dragon turtles, sea serpents, krakens show up. He usually comes and deals with them. Um, Haven't seen him in a while, though. Must be busy up north with the Legion business. You know how dreadful it is. They're on the march again. Word has it they're beginning to plan sieges for Telmare. Dreadful business. Absolutely dreadful, I tell you. But, while I haven't met the dragon myself, see that big fella in the back there? He points to the hulking lizard folk in full armor in the back corner.
Yeah.
I have it on good authority that he is quite familiar with the workings of Gold Dragon politics and who knows whom and so forth. If you're looking for a Gold Dragon in this island chain, he'll know.
Thanks.
He might even, I bet you, rumor has it he even knows the dragon personally, though they've never been spotted in the same place at the same time.
So she just thanks and puts a gold coin on the counter.
Thank you, come back again.
And he's gonna.
Laurent,
Yes.
you watch as the dwarf pins the noble to the ground and then just begins wailing on him until the noble finally taps out and then passes out. The crowd erupts in cheers. Proud and satisfied, both jump up. Yes!
Yeah.
Look over at Miserable, who is now even more miserable.
Oh.
And like, see, told you. And then they both stick their hands out as if they are expecting coins to be handed over.
Yeah. It's just like. Out of curiosity, what made you put money on the noble?
It's not that I put down no. It's just,
Sorry.
well, he's a bit of a history of winning and so forth. Good odds. More importantly, that dwarf is a newcomer, and I don't like newcomers. They're never good bets.
Sorry.
And it all started with a fight that dwarf cause, no, not a dwarf cause, a noble cause. So clearly, if you're going to go picking fights with someone like that, then you know something or two. Have a trick up your sleeve.
Well, sometimes the worst. Well, sometimes stuff just comes looking for you too.
Yeah, they don't say this, but in actuality, the noble was just being an arrogant snot, and the dwarf put him in his place.
Yeah, no, exactly. He's like, yeah, well, sometimes you. What kind of Simon you? Obviously, the thieves' canty, especially the cartel canty. He's like, so what brings you boys out here? Gotcha.
Yes, I know.
You just stationed out here for? You just stationed out here for the network, or or were you actually put out here
They
for a
sign.
reason?
They're part of the local. They are opening. The organization has been opening a new location. They are part of the security, and they're currently, they're spending some downtime here at the bar. That they have a new assignment from the local lieutenant, a special, real secret job. That they can't unfortunately divulge the details to you with, but that it is most lucrative and will benefit the organization greatly.
Yeah. Yeah.
The vague
Or
kind
it's-
of doublespeak that
or
tells you everything and nothing at the exact same time.
Yeah, no, exactly. Glad to see. Glad to see you're not amateurs. That's we got. Where you setting up the new branch?
He tells you it's here in Singapore,
Yeah,
but he tells you,
yeah,
vaguely what quarter.
yeah. He's like, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to visit. I'm gonna have to visit your. I'm gonna have to visit your boss. Maybe he'll know some more things about the area that I need to. That I need. I'm on a bit of an international assignment.
And just
To say it benefits the. To say it'll benefit the order is a bit of an understatement, and let's just say I envy you guys. I really do.
they just sort of
Yeah. New,
shrug at each other.
new,
And then you, good
open a
luck
new
with that.
shop, cakewalk, compared to what I'm doing. I actually have to go. Because I actually have to go talk to Golden Boy.
And sort of shrug.
Mm.
Laurent, do you move from your post as you see others your group moving, or do you just stay there? Do you rejoin Morthan at the table?
I'll join Morthan at the table.
Okay. Morthan, a waiter brings you your drink. Laurent, do you order anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Two dragons. You approach
We
the
approach the big guy.
very large lizard folk. Alcar, do you join
Solstice
them?
we'll just kind of wave as
First, I ask them. First, I ask them if they happen to know who the big guy is.
according to the barkeeper, he knows something about where we can find Vulcan.
Sounds good.
So
Thank you
Solstice
for your
will
time, gentlemen.
kind of
They
like
nod.
inch up, and will wave. Hi, friend.
The lizard folk turns his head from the now completed battle in the arena to you. Evening.
So we're looking for Vulcan, that big dragon that just came in and saved us from the black dragon. We're looking for him because his
He holds up a hand to stop your ramble. You are awfully bold to approach someone here. The specific that is avoiding the rest of the crowd, and then so audibly proclaim who you're looking for.
well, I
When it turns to
mean,
the others, you might be more careful in other places.
Yeah, they're not good at this.
And then he gestures to a seat. But I am intrigued. Sit down.
Solstice will sit down.
Let us discuss.
Well, Solstice doesn't sit down. He just like takes the spot that the
Yeah.
chair was.
Mm-hmm. And the nearby arena watchers and bar servants, he just looks up at them. Leave us now. They quickly scurry off. You also notice, unlike everyone else here, he has a sword hilt sticking out of from a sheath at his side. Whoever this guy is, he is powerful enough that no one will dare question him.
So see, Vulcan's brother. He wants us to find all these big
The moment you
dragons.
inch the word brother, the lizard folk goes from like leaning back against the wall, half disinterested, to immediately sitting forward.
Well, that got your attention. Alcar says while smoking, "There's no way this place doesn't allow smoking."
You would be far from the first person smoking
Look
in
at
here.
these
You're probably
these
like
sailors.
10th.
These sailors are all smoking.
Yeah, no.
They all got
Yeah,
pipes.
like, yeah. I
They
was
just
just
like the
saying that
taste of the
because
pipe.
I was just saying that because I think it goes without saying that Alcar's also got one lit. It's like, yeah, that got your attention, didn't it?
And we did briefly get to see Vulcan in the harbor, but we didn't really. I don't know if we got his attention or not. I mean, his attention was kind of focused on the dragon he was fighting. Um,
Kind of surprised he didn't thank Morthan for the haste.
yeah, that was kind of weird.
Bit rude.
Why are you looking for him again?
His brother wants us to find him because
Maybe
well,
this will explain things easier since you seem to know who that is. And he just shows him the badge.
Not many have a Black Wyvern Republic passport. And then in a manner of complete seriousness that you have only ever seen, Alcar, from very old, very powerful cartel members.
Yeah.
Where did you get that?
From Hephaestus. Straight from the source. You see that? You see that guy over there? He points at Laurent. He's with us. That little piece of metal on his back is also something we got from him.
and Solstice will also show the
That
the
is
lizard folk
indeed
his mark
very
that
intriguing.
his mark that identifies him as like a
Mhm.
and Equinox has one too.
Yeah,
That's your
he sees the
Well,
mark,
depending
and
on
you
how much
actually see the lizard man
Yeah.
smile.
Yeah,
It's a
he's like,
lopsided
so depending,
grin, kind of
yeah.
Han Solo-ish, kind of roguish.
So depending on how much you actually happen to know about
So
about
you're who my
about
brother
him,
sent to find me when I failed to answer his summons.
so there's a
What a
third
peculiar group.
Solstice doesn't get it.
so
He just
you're
so
him, huh?
there's a third brother that's not.
You may call
Are you a
me
half dragon?
Mar.
Are you half dragon or is there a
He
third?
holds up a hand
You know,
to silence your questions.
y-
You may
you know,
call me Mar for now.
you know what? You know what? You know what, Solstice? Just let me do the talking. All right.
Suffice it to say
And
that
he like shoots a shoots a look at Equinox like I mean it.
Equinox has been very silent the entire time.
No. It's almost as if a make sure he stays silent kind of I mean it.
you may call me Mar for the time being. Suffice it to say that in order for me to be available for my brother's call, I have some issues that need to be dealt with. No doubt you have heard about the Legion being on the march.
Yeah, I
There are
noticed.
some things at Telmer I will have to address
We'll have
first.
yeah,
But in order
congrats.
to speed that along, there are some local issues.
Okay.
I give you this deal. You deal with my local problems, and I will be there for my brother's meeting. Oh, and do keep an eye on Ares. This year is an important one, and we shall leave it at that. He is more likely to enter a rage than usual.
Well, it's a good.
Do we have an agreement?
Well,
As he turns to Alcar, Ambassador.
well, I mean, it's not like we got. Well, I mean, it's not like we got much of a choice, is it? I mean, it's either we help you with your with with your problems, or we have to crawl all the way back to. He actually calls the island by whatever it is, the name that Hephaestus gave it,
Hmm.
and tell Hephaestus that you basically told us to pound sand.
Agreed.
It's just,
And
just
I'm
about like
assure you, you will find me much more reasonable than some of the others. He then chuckles. I
I
can't
mean, you're
wait to
kind.
hear how you get Hermes to show up.
I'm looking for. Oh, it's not the metallics I'm worried about.
I don't think you quite understand. Copper dragons are already incurable pranksters. Hermes is just simply the biggest one of them.
Oh
There are
no,
years where
that sounds
getting
like a. Oh no, I know that sounds like a right pain. That sounds like a right pain in the ass. Excuse the language.
there are
But
years where getting
I need you to.
Iolus and Rithbahir to show up and agree to things is much
I need
easier
you to understand.
than that
I need you to
Joker.
understand. I'm also going to have to get Ares as well.
Oh yes, I am
And he
quite
just
aware.
kind of put he just kind of has his palm up in a yeah, try to beat that.
He just
Please.
smiles from both sides this time. So you are smarter than you appear. Good.
Yeah.
That will help
I
you in
see.
the long run.
The,
He then drops
yeah,
the
that's
grin as he gets a serious face.
well, good news is that the good news is that is that the is that the Legionnaire boss isn't someone we got to talk to. There's some silver linings, though he
He
might
makes
do
a
him a
hand
problem.
gesture in a like, I'll give you that.
Though that might, though he's doesn't stop him from being a problem for other reasons. Though
You have
you'll get more from.
no idea.
I'm thinking you might actually not have an idea. We found a
Oh,
funny rock. You'll hear more from your brother.
hmm. How interesting. How
A
interesting.
funny rock that is just the damn finest good morning I've ever seen.
Mhm.
He clearly says with nothing but venom in his voice. Because don't get me wrong, I love our pet rock, but everything that rock said was just awful.
Mhm. There is a group
A,
local in the chain. They
a
have Legion
megalithic.
support. They're a problem. You all saw that the Black Dragon was dealt with this morning, earlier today. There is another Black Dragon, a much younger one, who, if my intelligence is correct, has additional support in the form of a Moonstone Dragon and aid from the Chroma Cartel.
Does some of this have any meaning to you? And I'll pull out the black dragon evidence.
Hmm. Yes.
I haven't gotten long
One
enough
of
to
the
look
local
at it.
islands. Next one over. Probably 10 nautical miles by ship once you leave the harbor.
Might
Maybe 12.
be could be where they're based.
That would be a good island to check.
I got this.
I believe the cartel has
I
an.
got this off of that fine fellow you met this morning.
He was quite the interesting character, wasn't
Solstice,
he?
Solstice is like slowly catching on.
And Alcar looks at Solstice and is like, "Zip it."
but
I have
You can
heard.
freak out when we're. You can freak out on. You can freak out on the ship.
I have heard the cartel has set up a new outpost in this city.
Look,
I do not care
which
whether
cartel?
I.
Which
He
cartel?
mentioned
There's
the
like
Chroma
20.
cartel. The
Okay.
Chroma. I do
Which
not
ones?
care if our Veamir chooses to have an information brokerage here in my territory. It is inconsequential to me. But I will not let any of her lackeys cause me issues.
Hang on. You said the
Do
Chroma
you?
cartel was working with the Legion.
Yes. I heard
That's
it from a very reliable source. Deal with them how you see fit, and kill the Legionnaires. The Moonstone Dragon will probably put up a fight. Or they may try pranks and tricks. Hard to tell with Fey crossed dragons.
Yeah.
He said,
Because I'm not
yeah.
gonna I'm not gonna try to BS this guy. He
Mhm.
saw me buddying up with those guys.
Mhm.
So so shit's lost on that front.
Mhm.
But he's still gonna play it somewhat vague. So he's like, all right, I'll see what I can. All right, well, if all right, well, Chroma's not gonna. Well then, that's not.
Mhm. Oh,
That's
and
something we're
both of
gonna
you
have to
do
deal
notice
with.
he did use
Yeah.
Arvemir's
No,
first
no.
name.
I heard him. I
He's
heard
just
him invoke the
casually
name.
naming, the head of the cartel,
Yeah, yeah. No,
like
I
he was
heard
talking
him.
about Frank from
I
down the street.
Yeah, I heard him invoke the name. He just
Yeah,
Alcar
yeah, yeah.
Alcar just didn't comment on it, almost as if
Mhm.
that name meant nothing to him,
Mhm.
even though like that name means a lot to him.
Mhm. Deal with the rest of this upstart alliance and the cartel's meddling, and I will have sufficient time
Yes.
to head
Yes.
for the council chambers.
So just to recap, get the so just to recap, there's uh deal with the legionnaire, deal with the legionnaires muscling on your turf, and figure out why there's some kind of alliance between them and the cartel, right?
Yes, and
All right.
end
Sounds
it.
like that is a short shopping list. Love to hear it.
He then stands to
Where
his
should we
towering
where should we
8 feet.
how should we contact you when the job's done?
I will find you, don't worry, especially if you are agents of Hephaestus. I am quite certain your friend here knows a thing or two about the abilities of those in league with him.
I would I'm just well, I ask because last time I heard words like that were from your brother, and we still had to trek halfway across the world just for him to tell us stuff. So when I don't know, I half expected him to send magic directly to the brain or something.
He shrugs. He prefers to leave the spellcasting to Merlin or Noctis, but
All
he's
right,
capable when he deems it necessary.
all right. Well then,
He stands to
have
his
a pleasant rest
towering
of your
8
day.
feet and leaves you to your discussions.
Yeah. Look at Solstice again. Not yet.
But
He walks out.
Solstice just like gestures in the direction that Mar left.
Yeah, just hold it. Hold.
Do you wish to rejoin your 2 compatriots on the other side of the room, summon them over to where you are, or leave the establishment to find someplace quieter to speak?
Let's
I'm
go.
gonna roll a
Let's get out of
I'm
here.
gonna roll a charisma save for Solstice.
Alcar's
You
going to stand
can
by.
always use your ship for your lodging. You are docked
Yeah.
for the foreseeable future.
Okay,
Okay.
Solstice does manage to hold it together.
Yeah.
Holding
I
the
was
squeal.
standing nearby in case Alcar needed to very suddenly snap your beak shut.
Mhm.
And then drag you out by the snout. All right, let's go. All right, let's meet back at the nebula and get talk and make some discussion points. Okay, get everybody to meet back at the nebula. Obviously, get my stuff back.
Equinox recollects her knife out of the mess kit.
You collect your items on your way out. Do any of you wish to grab any grub from the bar before you leave?
No,
Okay. You head straight for the
I haven't.
nebula
I
at
hadn't
its
killed
birth.
anybody.
Mhm.
I hadn't killed anybody. I'm not hungry.
Ah, yes, we had
That's
that in
been a
like
running
session
gag this
4.
whole campaign. Every time I
So,
kill someone, I'm
lunch?
like, anyways, anyone else hungry?
You return to the nebula in its dock. Higgins is coming in, counting a pile of coins from selling some different crates. He looks up and is like, "Huh, Mac, I hope your search was successful."
I get to be
It should be the-
Vulcan!
He jumps
There we
back,
go.
he like sticks one finger in his ear, like, "Not quite so loud, not quite so loud."
He was in
You
the
want the whole neighborhood to hear you?
we went to a tavern to
Better
look
than
for him because
better.
some people told us that there were some people there that might know where he was, and I asked the barkeeper I asked the barkeeper if he might know where he was, and he pointed me to this lizard folk dude sitting in the corner, and we went and talked to the lizard folk dude, and turns out that was Vulcan in his avatar form.
Uh-huh.
He managed to. Honestly, I'm impressed with him. He managed to hold that in since the bar.
That is surprising.
And, like,
Well, if we're sticking around, there are some markets I want to visit in the morning, and then we can head out wherever you need to go.
sounds good. I might actually have a few things I need to handle around here. Gonna, I'm gonna head down to my room for a bit. I need to piece some more stuff together on what we've collected so far.
He gestures towards the door.
Yep. And
Alright.
Alcar is going to go to his room, and that annoys me that keeps happening. The every time we start back up, the Vermithrax and Alcar are joined. Anyways, Alcar will piece together some of the new bits of information we have, try to tie some threads. Effectively, at this point, I have a damn affinity chart. Like who knows who knows who's who, and all that.
One of
Mhm.
Alcar's
But
walls in his cabin is just like one of those like cork
it's
boards with
straight
the
up a
strings and
it's straight up one of them corkboard conspiracy boards at this point. It's not quite full madness yet, but you know, it's definitely got quite a few notes and rough sketches already. And more importantly, he is going to dial up the Mao.
You exchange greetings.
Yeah, we
It's
don't know
been
if I
a
managed to.
little bit since you talked. Has anything interesting happened?
You are talking to the official ambassador for the and what the hell does he call? What the hell is his front called? The Wyvern. What did you call it again? I forgot.
Wyvern Republic.
The Wyvern Republic.
Oh. Wait a second, where have I heard that name before? You hear the sound of papers
Yeah,
being
yeah,
shuffled
yeah.
back and
She
forth.
did also hear him straight up say, "What the hell did he call his front again?"
Oh
Like
yes, yes. That. And then you hear the distinct sound of like a big draconic hand hitting the table. That's Hephaestus's
that's his front
mortal
operation.
gaze, mortal guise.
That
But
it is.
that's like what
It.
all the official interactions with mortals for the Council of Wyrms is on.
Yep, he wanted me to have it, so that way we'd have an easier time getting to traveling internationally on our wondrous journey of collecting every single council member.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
That
the first moment I saw the passport, I was excited, and then I remembered what the hell I needed it for. Put a real damper on my evening.
some of them will not be issues. Some of them That's another story.
Met with Vulcan today, and he had and he's going to have us and he has us doing a job. Did you know he happened to? Did you know he happened to have a? Did you know he happened to have what do they call it? It's an avatar form that's like an 8 foot tall gilded lizard dude.
Mm, If you're talking about Ma,
Yep,
then
that's the one.
yes. Even in that form, he is not to be trifled with. Very seasoned
could forget.
warrior. Very powerful. He could probably defeat Erithus with one hand, blindfolded.
Ma, I watched him rip a black dragon apart before we even made port. We're not.
You what?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
what?
yeah.
Boy! You know how I feel about you leaving out key details and then surprising me in the middle of a conversation with them.
Hey, I mean, I watched you and the aunts and siblings and everybody fight. Sometimes dragon fights fly a little under the radar for me. Sorry about that.
You watched Vulcan, Bahamut's personal sword, a
Full
gold
dragon
great
form, not in
worm,
his full dragon form, not that Mar guy.
in his full form, fight a
I
black
think that
dragon.
was an ancient. Yeah. Size-wise, he had to have been an ancient.
You hear a chuckle
He doesn't exist.
from Arvamir. And how long did it last?
Well, when we got there, he was already in a bit of a. When we got there, there was already a battle. Oh, right, we're in Singapore.
Ah,
Knew I was missing something. We're in Singapore, and we have a big old. And we have a big old. And when we got here, there was already a Death Legion raid happening, but it was already
down
wrapping
there.
up by the time we got here. Just Vulcan and whoever that poor bastard were already pretty much started trading blows the second we got here. It lasted like I want to say
About 10 seconds.
12 seconds
Mm.
because it was like 2 turns, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a turn and a half.
Yeah, he's like so it lasted like 12 seconds and
The
and
Vulcan
guy
just simply had enough of the black dragon and ended it.
yeah, it was not a great it was a fine way to enter the place. So but what's a bit more important is that apparently we have a so surprise, Vulcan doesn't want to go to the council unless we've handled the Death Legion that's currently stepping on his turf.
He would be a bit busy if you can free up time in Indonesia while he is dealing with Delmer. I could see the logic in that, yeah.
Yeah, not a bad. Yeah, so
I think we have a
speaking of which, I
down
saw
there.
a newspaper and I am very happy at what I saw as a headline.
Oh. Anything useful? Anything valuable? Anything we can exploit?
Let's see here. Cult of the Dragon suspected as responsible for a massacre.
Oh. Well, that is typical of them. Wait. I fail to see the amusement in this. That's just typical cult behavior. Wait, did you have a hand in this? Oh, that is sneaky.
I will neither confirm nor deny.
Oh, that is sneaky. That is very sneaky. And very good thinking.
I was worried there for a bit. I was thinking when shit, I forgot his name.
Dirkmere.
Yeah, Dirkmere. I was not gonna lie, I was a bit worried there when Dirkmere showed up.
What?
But yeah. Please don't yell so loud. If you're gonna yell, at least point away from the rock. He says
Well,
while pinky fingering his ear hole. Just
well, your lives are clearly you managed
he
to run
showed
away in
up and
time.
wanted to. He showed up. Apparently was looking for us, but he didn't go into the actual camp itself, so he didn't actually see what happened in there. So maybe he's gonna buy that. So maybe he's gonna buy it. We'll see. What point is most people think it's that, and let's face it, the Death Legion doesn't have the resources to do a proper full investigation. The head brass may know what's going on, but I mean, come on, how good's their communications gonna be?
And then focuses elsewhere, with them amassing forces to siege town there.
Yeah. But this is where things are going to take a bit of a turn in a direction that neither you or I are going to be happy about.
If you need assistance, we do have a new outpost down there in Singapore, I do believe. Though I haven't received their latest check-in.
That
Probably should look
outpost
into that.
That outpost is the problem, actually.
Oh? What happened?
Vulcan not only name dropped you, specifically stating he doesn't care whether or not you have an outpost out here. That doesn't affect him.
Oh, blast it. How did he find out?
He says he has very reliable information, but that's not the troubling part. He had it on very confident and good authority, according to him, that this outpost is in some sort of cahoots with the Legionnaires.
Well, now I know you wouldn't lie to me. And I know Vulcan wouldn't
Not
lie.
about this.
Gold Dragons, he'd probably have a heart attack if he tried to lie about something, or you know
So
how
either
they can
someone
be.
so either someone fed him crap information, or we got problems.
They haven't checked in quite some time. Most unusual for a new outpost. Go personally deliver a message for me. Tell them that any operations they have ongoing are to cease immediately. And that Cornelius will be stopping by. When she mentions Cornelius, a shudder runs down your back.
I imagine it's simultaneously
dear.
I imagine it's simultaneously like a holy crap, but also a straight up laugh because he knows she ain't messing around.
If she's sending Cornelius, then things are getting very serious, because while he is only a GIF who used to be a mercenary and is now full-time cartel enforcer,
Yeah.
he is effectively her right hand. He is to Arveamir what Arithis is to Ares.
Yeah, so he's like, and how is Cornelius these days?
Oh, he seems to be doing quite well. He's training with Scutum on some new anti-siege maneuvers. I still want to know where he found that blasted Titanic lizard.
Sounds good. But
You would
in the
also
event
know that Cornelius is effectively a juggernaut.
Yeah.
So
in the event that what if in the event that our outpost is simply just compromised? Not just that they're doing wrong by us, but that isn't even technically ours anymore.
Well, secure any important documents or any incriminating evidence, and Cornelius will handle the demolition. I am
This is
certain Scutum will take great fun in wrecking a building.
I'm. It's gonna be.
Her tone of voice conjures to your mind the brief image of a giant of Cornelius's giant armored monitor lizard just having an absolute hee-ho of a time demolishing a coastal structure.
You just.
The glee with that reptile would take to such a task almost gives you
I remember.
concern.
I remember what. I remember that. I was thinking I was writing some stuff about Alcar's backstory, and I was thinking I might introduce it at some point, and I hope you don't mind at all.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I remember the last time I saw that. One of the last times I saw that lizard. I was watching him with old One Eye. That you remember Gravekeeper Henry? How's retirement treating him? Haven't seen him since I went to the order.
Oh, he seems to have settled in well, though was still adapting to the. How did he put it? Oh, yes, the boredom.
I mean, last I
The,
heard he found a good fishing hole. I hope he's catching something good at least.
yes, yes.
Yeah. Just so you know, I thought that someone like a cartel like this probably needed someone to effectively be a cleaner. Eh,
What's his name from John Wick? You know,
uh,
the guy who cleans up after everyone's mess and just
Yeah,
makes bank.
effectively. And I imagined that one of the things that when Alcar was like properly getting trained up as part of the cartel was that he was put in uh, in the guy who's nicknamed Gravekeeper Henry's under his charge, which almost seemed like a babysitting charge. But I mean, when he realized that when he realized he was told not to go easy on Alcar just because he's the boss's boy, does like it became a lot easier to stomach. And so Alcar got Alcar got his hands dirty.
Mhm.
He had to
Take
help
your
this guy
friends with
make
you.
things disappear.
Take your friends with you. I am quite certain that even if they do decide to resist my command through your presence, having a former legionnaire and 2 dragons as backup will keep them in line.
They seem to trust me, but I'm still a little worried. I'm still a little worried about playing the cartel card too soon. So you know how most of the civvies get a bit squeamish.
I'm certain you will find a way to work it so that they don't learn of your cartel connections
They were
while
al- they
while
were alarmingly on
informing
board with.
while informing our outpost of its discretions and its need to come back in line.
Where exactly are they based?
She gives you the exact coordinates in town.
I will say these people. I will say these people were alarmingly on board with the operation we did in. Where the hell was that? Literally the last big combat encounter we were in.
Iberia.
What?
It was in Iberia.
Okay. When we in that place that job we did in Iberia. And
Hmm.
like alarmingly on board. I have expected them to be. I have expected at least a little resistance, but no. I mean, I guess it didn't help that Well, I mean, I guess it didn't help that we was dealing with psychopaths and racists. I mean, you should have seen how Solstice's face twisted when they called him a half breed.
Yeah. If
He
there's
did
one
not
way,
hesitate to start snapping heads off after that.
if there is one way to rile up a mixed lineage dragon, it is calling them a half-breed.
Oh yes.
I'm gonna be honest.
After that,
like,
he was
I'm gonna be honest.
very much on board with every sick little twisted thing that came in my mind.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if this was your intention, Brad, but Solstice pretty much views the word half breed as a slur.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the intention.
Yeah. Yeah.
That 100% was the intention. I was trying to make Dergmere evil.
Yeah.
Like, how can I get you all to dislike him even more?
Yeah.
Oh,
Make
I
him
know.
say slurs.
He'll find some sort of insult or slur for every
Yeah.
single one of you.
Exactly. Oh yeah, Alcar will tell her that he seemed to have some mild intelligence on us, but not great intelligence. Simply, it's like, although I imagine part of the conversation did have that on her end. Oh boy, here he goes. Where he's like, I mean, he called everyone out on their various little faults before he walked away. Frickin' looked at me dead in the eyes and said he called me a nobody who thinks he's somebody. Shows what he knows. I'm gonna be somebody. Like, but enough about my delusions of grandeur. Well, what time should we be expecting should I be expecting the inspection?
Oh, Cornelius will head there as soon as possible. You need not wait for him. Merely send the word that he is coming, and that
I just want to have
if they do not shape up,
Oh, I'm not worried about telling
then
them.
he will
I'm more worried about
take care of it.
I'm more worried about my guys getting mixed up in that.
It will probably take a few days.
Much as I would love to watch him work again, I feel like I don't know, it just feels a little close. A little close. Job's a little closer than I'd like, but we'll get it. But I'll try to get it done.
Yes, do make it painfully clear that they only have a very short window before Lieutenant Cornelius Gladstone pays them a visit. An unexpected visit.
Understood. Yep. Your will and message will be sent, boss. And with that, I best be making my leave. And
Go with my blessing and carry my directive to these imbeciles.
Yes, ma'am. Yep. Alcar's the rock's away now. All right. Now to figure out the business.
You now officially have a mandate from the Violet Empress that this cartel outpost
Is to be no more.
is persona non grata and dismantle, dissolve,
Yeah.
disband, or be terminated.
Yep.
You would know that the only enforcer more scary than Cornelius would be if she started sending adult and ancient dragons.
Yep. 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 Once once all cars siblings start getting involved, that's when that's when the gloves are off.
Mhm.
As if Cornelius wasn't already pulling out a buck knife.
That's like putting out a very, very, very large buck knife, and the only thing louder than that would be start sending in plasma strikes.
It's the equivalent of all right, Alcar is someone you bring in the brawler. All right, all right, Alcar didn't work. Bring in Cornelius, guy with a friggin' broadsword. All right, Cornelius didn't work. Send the Abrams.
Yeah.
An M1 Abrams. Just
Cornelius is if it will get done. To escalate from that is to throw all subtlety aside and start going with artillery strikes.
yep, in the middle of the night, which
Mhm.
is which is where they get the most advantages and are absolutely terrifying.
Mhm.
I,
The
I
rest
love
of
that
you,
about purple dragons.
the rest of you, what
Yeah.
have you been doing while Alcar made his call to the Mafia Don
Yeah.
of the
While
Oh,
Alcar
cartel?
was doing some work and and talking to his ma apparently. But, oh no, it sounds like an old fam. Oh no, it sounds like an old family friend might have gotten sick or something.
is
Uncle
Morthane
Cornelius is coming to
intoxicated?
visit.
He's because I imagine the thieves' canty way of effectively coming across the fact that that our that that we have some bad eggs we need to dispose of, or is a was something akin to oh no was something akin to like oh no our neighbor Mary she fell ill. And
Oh,
it's like
Cornelius will come
oh
by with the
perish the
medicine.
thought, not Mary.
I'll make sure Cornelius swings by with hot soup.
Yeah. Yeah, make sure Cornelius comes by. How is Cornelius? I haven't seen him in a while. But yeah, nah, it's yeah. So he's like, yeah, all right, okay. What were you guys up to?
Solstice was
Oh, is
probably
Morthane drunk at this moment? Did Morthane get wasted?
Why would you be?
He did have a drink.
I was at the
Oh,
table.
that is true. I didn't catch that.
Highs or lows?
Hmm, lows.
You are moderately inebriated.
Hmm. Morthane has a hangover to nurse. He's gonna be in his freaking bed.
Very good.
Solstice is fanboying to like someone, probably like Higgins or Laurent or something, and Equinox is there.
Laurent's gotta be taken care of Morthan.
Okay, fair. He's fanboying to Higgins then,
Why aren't you fanboying to Morthan?
because Morthan is in his cabin and I feel like probably made it clear
Inebriated.
that he wanted to be that he didn't want Solstice fanboying to him because he's in not a
Hungover.
great state.
Morthane has a splitting headache. I'm sorry. Some other time.
So Solstice is fanboying to Higgins. Equinox is with Solstice trying to make sure that trying to just like keep an eye on him.
Yeah,
Commodore Fluffington is watching you with rapt attention.
much like Biggins, who hasn't made an appearance tonight.
No, he is not. Biggins is
Un-
not.
Unfortunate,
Today is his off day.
but not unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
Biggins is a cat. He goes where the wind wills.
Mm-hmm. In the morning, you make arrangements with Higgins, I assume, on the
Yeah,
island, and
yeah.
he does his he briefly sets off,
I need to
drops you
think of
off,
riddles.
hands you a signal flare to
Yeah,
fire. He'll be back at port, so he doesn't stay here by these big,
yeah,
tall, rocky outcroppings that can damage the ship.
we
yeah.
should end the session.
Yep.
Yep. Just make sure we're
And
here, and it will
he
give me time to start
returns.
to not only try to plan to look into this place, but also key point. I need to plan how to play the cartel thing.
Mhm. Drops you off. Actually, you know what? We'll just start from here.
Okay.
You
All right.
all go to sleep, and you get the benefits of a long rest.
Alrighty then.
That is where we will end.
Yay.
All right, I'm gonna head out. I'll talk to y'all.
Alright.
I'm gonna head out too.